They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Round Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, keep the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Yo, what up? What up? Yo, y'all. Salute. Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. I hope everybody can hear me. I got the mic on. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Before I get started, let me get a one in the chat if everybody can hear me. Trying to get this thing started real quick. Can y'all hear me? Am I coming through good? Is the levels is good? The levels is good? Let me know. Damn, can't nobody hear? Shit, let me check something out there. Okay, Lee Jackson. Okay, EB Sweater. Okay, cool. All right, shout out to my man tracking 327 in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings. All things big AMC FSG in the building. Salute. JTM number 24 in the building. Salute. Big block with that 454 coming through clean. Shout out to my nigga Lee Jackson in the building. Salute. Big Dre. Just boxing talk in the building. Salute. My nigga EB Sweat a lot in the building. Who's Israel Shalom King? Peace and blessings. Brian the King Falcon. Big AMC FSG in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings to you. All right, we chilling today. What's good? Hey, yesterday for lunch, you know, me and my wife, we went to this damn place called Muy Pueblos. It was before I got on the show yesterday. It was called Muy Pueblos. And they had this thing called bottomless margaritas yesterday. Man, I think I drunk about like 5 of them bad boys, man. Them bottomless top shelf margaritas, boy, them shits hit you good. They had this motherfucking mango, they had this strawberry, then they had this one called a top shelf margarita. Them shits be hitting you, boy. So yesterday, boy, I had a little bit in my system, but, you know, love them margaritas, bro. I didn't even think I liked margaritas. You know, I used to drink my shit straight. But my wife was like, get a margarita, get a margarita. So I said, cool. So I went ahead and got a damn margarita. And it was all good. I liked it. So, you know, popped out, got straight, you know. So yesterday, you know, if you heard me a little slur yesterday, you know I had been drinking. I'm thinking about going up there again today after the show. Got to go after the show because, boy, 5 of them things right there, the motherfuckers hit you pretty good. Especially when you got some essentials in you too. Them runts, that shit go good with the runts. But you know, I went up there, got the pollo pan rollo, you know, and I added the damn steak with the ground beef in that bad boy with the fried burrito shells. Oh man. And that damn queso de blanco. Oh man. Shout out to the authentic Spanish out there, you feel me? Yeah, Kello. It wasn't. Nah, I can't do no frozen one of Kello. She had the frozen ones, right? And I tried that motherfucker. That shit gave me a headache because I tried to drink it too damn fast. So Kello, I said, "Oh hell nah, bro. That shit put that headache right between your temples in the middle of your eyes." I said, "Nah. Let me get the one." And I had the top shelf, the one that they had with the Patron. That shit was lovely. I had 5 of them bad boys, and them motherfuckers didn't even seem like I had it. Like shit was so good, bro. You didn't know you was drinking alcohol until it was time to go home. She had to drive, you know, because I ain't really supposed to be driving. But shout out to my brother Akilo Nella in the building. Salute King. Shout out to my man Dodge J in the building. Salute, salute, salute. So yeah, yesterday I had a little sippy sip, but we good today. But hell yeah, I'm gonna go back again today. They got the little special going on. I guess it's the ice special. Hell nah, Milan. I don't buy no gas station weed. My weed comes straight from Cali. My shit comes straight from Cali. Hell nah. And yeah, I just don't buy a little bit of weed. I make sure I get enough. I get enough to last, bro, because I'm at the point now I can't be doing damn transactions. I get enough to last for at least damn half a month at least. Hell yeah, because you know these new age boys out there. Hey, yeah, I'm healing Akello. I started back hitting the speed bag last week. I don't hit the heavy bag yet, Akello, because you know my wounds they healed, but they not healed all the way. I don't think, and I feel like if I start hitting that heavy bag, I might rip open my chest wounds or my side wounds and stuff like that. So you know, I try not to do that. But yeah, I don't be in pain or nothing no more, Killer. The pain shit gone. It's just that I don't want. I'm kind of nervous and kind of scared not to rip open. I don't know how long it's gonna be before I'm able to just go full strength and not worry about ripping open my chest or my side or my stomach. So you know, I'm trying to take it easy. You feel what I'm saying? Like the staples and all that shit's out and everything, and they took the tube out and everything. So you know I'm good. But you know I guess nigga just be kind of nervous. Like, what if I go in there too damn hard and just rip open my shit, and then I start bleeding? And what if I bleed out and shit? So I just be nervous a little bit though. But I can still hit the speed bag though. I can still hop on a nigga ass if I have to though. And shout out to my brother Milan in the building. Shout out to the beautiful queen Miss Barbara D in the building. And I mean, you know, rest in peace to Irv Gotti. But 50 Cent, 50 Cent ain't 50 Cent motherfucking he ain't playing with it. Oh, I get on my Peloton a kilo. I be riding like the bicycle. I be riding the bicycle. I ride like what is it, 7.5 miles on a bicycle, and then I do the elliptical, where I jog up the hill. I jog up the hill about 2 hours. I mean, not 2 hours, about 2.5 miles. So I do that right there. But I'm trying to get to where I could go out there and jog at least 5 to 10 miles a day. Like I want to get to that before the summertime to get back in full shape because I got young boys and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I got young boys out there, and when they get old, I want to still be able to knock their ass the fuck out because especially my son Jalen, that nigga he hard headed. He don't respect females or nothing, and he already be trying me now. He be sizing me up and shit. You feel me? Yeah, that elliptical will get you right. But a lot of people say 50 Cent petty and shit like that. But we gotta look at it like this, and I'm just, I keep it all the way 100 all the way around. I mean, like, if 50 Cent would have died, Ja Rule and them would have did some bullshit for him. Ja Rule and Irv. I mean, y'all gotta look at them people's history. Like, they stabbed 50. Like, man got shot 9 times. They tried to off this nigga. They tried to make him lose his record deal. Like, the nigga lost his mom, bro. Like, his mama was killed behind this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, 50 and them, they got real life beef. Like, this shit ain't no damn rap beef. Like, they got real life beef and shit. Like, nigga lost his mom and shit. And that's why T. Flannery and Big Meech, they did some fuck shit because you sitting here posing with Supreme's son, and you know how me and Preem is. And like, and Big Meech, me and Rick Ross, like, hell, I filed bankruptcy behind Rick Ross and his damn baby mom and shit. Like, we got real life beef. This shit ain't just no internet shit. Yeah, we laugh and joke on the internet, but this is real beef. And nigga, I took care of your son. Like Big Meech and T Flannery. I know that a kilo, but some shit that 50 he has a right to stand on. Because first off, Irv, Gotti, and Ja Rule and 50, they shit was serious. They shit was life and death. Like I said, 50 lost his mom. They tried to take his life away. Hell, Irv and them, they was there when 50 got stabbed. Like, they was really trying to kill each other in the streets. Like, it was real life bounties. Like, motherfuckers had bounties out on 50 and all this shit. But Big Meech and T, they did it dirty because Supreme and 50, that's real street shit. And you posing with the nigga whose son tried to get me offed. And like, I took care of your son, Lil Meech. And I put millions of dollars in his pocket. I put money in your family's pocket. And for y'all to come home and say, fuck me like that? Like, I feel 50 on that. For y'all to say, fuck me like that? That's why Lil Meech was like, man, fuck that shit my dad did. I don't fuck with Rick Ross and shit like that. Like, my dad was trying to get the bag and everything, but 50 been giving y'all the bag. The whole time, 50 been giving y'all the bag. And Lil Meech was talking about, well, I'm trying to get straight with my dad and everything. You feel what I'm saying? So we can be straight for next season. 50 Cent talking about next season for what? Ain't no more season. So I'm pissed off that the BMF shit about to be over with. 50 said that shit's done. And like, for T and Big Meech to be street niggas, like, they went against the grain for real on that. Like, how you gonna side with my enemies, especially as much as I've done for you? Like, that's crazy as hell. Even Lil Meech know that his dad did some fuck shit. Like, his dad just cost him the fucking bag, for real. And I don't know. But then they got Big Meech out here telling nigga, and I know some people that did some shit like that third party telling. Like, I was locked up with a couple people that got, like, one of my homeboys, his girl Kiki. I'm gonna put him out there. My little homeboy, Lil Ray Ray. Lil Ray Ray, he got a big brother named Ghetto. Lil Ray Ray, he was locked up. His baby mama Kiki, she was out here setting niggas up. Got Ray Ray a cut. Ray Ray got like a 15-year cut. And I was like, damn, Kiki. But niggas be doing some fuck shit out there. That's that third party telling. And they got Big Meech with that shit. So niggas gotta stand on business. Shit ain't right. And y'all know how 50 is. 50 is if you against me, you against me. If you fuck with my, that's just like Ja Rule. 50 Cent was standing near the nigga that robbed Ja Rule, and Ja Rule, he took it out on 50. So like if you around my enemy, then y'all know how that street shit be, man. We ain't about to get into that. Y'all know how that shit be. Shout out to my nigga Creole Travel in the building. Shout out to the OG Thomas the Hill in the building. You feel me? We got Thomas the Hill in the motherfucking building. And we got, who else? We got Mike Rhyme in the building. Salute King. Peace and blessings to you. And my man, the Mexican monster, Kawhi Elliott in the building. Peace and bless you. Blessings in the building. So, woo! Turkey Sandwich is in trouble right now. Turkey Sandwich is in trouble right now. Especially now that Canelo has came out and said they never had a deal for Turkey with Bud. Canelo said he just went to go hear the offer. He said he never signed nothing. He said he never agreed to nothing. He said that Turkey just assumed. And if you break down that word assume, that's an ass out of you and me. And see, Matthew Thomas, what up, killer? Long time no see. Peace and blessings to you, man. Long time no see, no time no see. Hope you've been all right, my brother. Hope everything's been well with you. But yeah, one thing about it, and we're going to keep this shit all the way 1,000. This hurts right here for Turkey because they got Canelo talking with Jake Paul. Andy Gill, my brother in the building, salute. And see, Turkey needed Canelo. They needed Canelo so they could try to get out this motherfucking hole that they've been digging in with an excavator. They wasn't digging a hole with the shovel. They wasn't digging it with the backhoe. They was using an excavator. The motherfuckers have been digging a hole, and they was hoping that Canelo was going to be that $1 billion bailout plan. And Canelo was like, yo, nigga, I don't need you. So now Turkey is in financial crisis right now. Shout out to my brother Oakland LDTV. And it's funny because this was Al Heyman. This should be breaking news. PBC is about to get sold off. Amazon Prime don't want. Matter of fact, with that performance by David Benavidez and David Morrell, how Amazon feel about the PBC right now? Shout out to all them haters that say Amazon Prime is about to drop the PBC. Not while they got David Benavidez over there tonight. Not when they got Canelo, Tank Davis, and all them boys over there. So, PBC about to do what? Amazon about to do who? What they say? Shalom to my brother Rod Walker in the building, man. Peace and blessings to you. All praise to the Most High. Shout out to my brother Jermaine Wood. What's going on? What's popping off? And my nigga Teach. Even though he militant, that's still my boy. Teach in the building. Salute. So now, Bud looking around, and it's so fucking funny. Because Bud was talking all this shit. And let me do one thing before I go to this. Bud clowned Tiafimo the other day because Tiafimo was trying to get $2.6 million for a fight. And Bud sitting there talking about how you supposed to be a superstar and you only trying to get $2.6 million for a fight. See, this is when I say niggas don't think about the shit that they type before they say it. Bud was sitting there clowning Teofimo for the $2.6 million fight that he was going to have with Sabril Matias, right? Let me tell y'all some funny shit, right? Bud just got 1.5 guaranteed to fight Madrimov, and with the bonus and incentives, Bud only received $2.5 million for his fight versus Israel Madrimov. So that's 100,000 less than what Teofimo was set to receive with Sabril Matias. But you're clowning that man saying you're not a superstar for getting 2.6 million. Woo! Phenomenal. That's amazing. Say they have a $200 million on the offer for Spence. That's what, shout out to the Queen Ashley, Ashley's Corner. So that's why Spence been pushing shit back, because he about to get a deal like Tank Davis. And see, woo! That's what I've been telling motherfuckers. When you the big dog, when you the megalodon, when you like motherfucker cocaine drying in the streets, everybody's sitting there waiting on you. Like motherfucking Spence, the power moves get made. This nigga Spence is called money. He's called the cash cow. He's one of the few people right now that will outsell Gervonta Tank Davis. And even Amazon sees that shit. They mention Spence versus Fundora, the fucking crowd goes motherfucking wild. And then you got these haters coming up here. You got Bud talking shit to Teofimo for trying to get 2.6 million. But Bud, you signed for 1.5 guaranteed and only got an extra million with your fight with Madrimov. And you had a whole concert with Eminem. And the fucked up shit about it, Eminem averages $8 to $12 million per concert in ticket sales. So Eminem couldn't even bust up and help your fucking shit, dog. You had a whole Eminem concert and your shit still didn't fucking sell. How you have a concert, a boxing match, and a motherfucking 2 to T, and you still don't make no fucking money? That shows that you are a deficit, you are a black hole to the boxing community, and you're like motherfucking a damn black hole. You just suck up money, and you don't return shit. And then you're picking on Teofimo for wanting 2.6 million when you only received 2.5 in your fight with Israel Madrimov, Mr. Pound for Pound #1, Mr. 2 times undisputed, and you only got 100,000 less than what Teofimo's guarantee was going to be. But you're talking about he's not a star, which I don't think he's a star. But what does that say about you, bud? You getting 100,000 less than his guarantee. Your guarantee was 1,100,000 less. Your incentive got you the extra million. So, bud, why don't you sit the fuck down, stop twitting, and shut the fuck up? Because you're making yourself look even stupider and even fucking dumber in these goddamn Twitter streets. And yes, turkey sandwich, you sit on back too, because now you sitting there twiddling your thumbs trying to figure out what you're about to do, because motherfuckers don't even realize that next week you got Baturviev in them fighting. And hell, people ain't even realizing that Keyshawn Davis fights this week. Motherfuckers are not talking about your fight cards. If Key didn't remind me today, I would have forgot that Keyshawn and motherfucking Baranchek and all of them are fighting this week. Like, y'all cards are not making no names. Motherfuckers was sitting there thinking about the David versus David fight. That shit done overshadowed every fight before it and fights after it. Then next thing you know, we're waiting on Tank fight. The rest of these fights is just like when you got a super song in rap and you got 3 motherfuckers rapping on it. You got Lil Wayne and you got motherfucking, let's just say you got Lil Wayne and say Kendrick Lamar. You got Wayne going first, you got Lamar going second. Or you got Lamar going third. Or you got Lamar going first and you got Wayne going third. You don't care who the fuck is the second rapper. Who gives a fuck who's in the middle? You trying to hit the first and the last fucking verse. And that's the way PBC is doing y'all niggas in these boxing streets. You want to see the first fight and the last fight. And that's what I've been telling y'all about motherfucking Spence. Spence is that dude. And Amazon recognizes that, so they're giving him his just due. Shout out to my niggas Just Do. And shout out to Shane Frazier in the building. Peace and blessings, homie. Shout out to James Marshall in the building. Peace and blessings to you as well, my brother. See, people don't understand the PBC is built up of stars. These are premier boxing champions. Motherfuckers ain't on Reha season. Reha. Sound like you kicking horses and camels and shit, trying to make it over sand dunes and shit. Motherfuckers ain't paying for that shit. Then you try to sneak and get David Benavidez to come to Reha. And David Benavidez talking about, yeah, it's all well and good, but my fan base over here. You got to bring that shit over here, homie. That nigga ain't going for that shit. You got to bring that shit over here. And you know what's crazy? 4-fight, $200 million for the big fish, that's small shit to a giant. You feel me? Because Earl Spence's next fight, like I told you, he's going to do at least 300,000-400,000 pay-per-view. $10 million gate. 400,000 pay-per-view, $10 million, that's 50-60 million. Earl Spence can do that. If Earl fight Charlo, that's a $20 million gate. 500,000 pay-per-views, easy. Or even if Earl come back and fight Keith Thurman, people don't realize that Earl has a fan base that he has built organically. Tank has a fan base. He built it organically. David Benavidez has been building his fan base for the last 10 years organically. These motherfuckers have been fighting, like Adrian Broner say, you got to go fight Godzilla to be on the PBC. And the PBC will put you out there to fight or swim. Either you're going to swim or you bound to drown. They're not saving you. And that's the difference. You take the biggest motherfucking risk fighting for the PBC. You get to eat what you kill, though. So if you pull up a Blue Lobster, then motherfucker, you about to eat the creme de la creme tonight. Now, if your ass don't pull up nothing but some crayfish and some scallops, then your ass about to have a damn motherfucking pobo. You feel what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And shout out to the Queen Ashley in the building. If you're not subscribed to Ashley's Corner, then get the fuck out of here, dog, because you're missing out. Because you're missing the fuck out. And let me get 5 people to represent in the Cash App or the PayPal. You know, keep this shit going, man. Got 5 people to support the grind. Can I get 5 people to support the grind? As well as here at the damn sports bar, we opening up the business where we have a community going on. We got the community going on where you can watch sports. You can chat with people all day. You know, it's a family. And we got the Discord going. And we're opening up other rooms in the Discord where we can stream more than just boxing. We're going to put the Super Bowl up in there. We're going to probably put racing up in there. But you know, this is a sports bar, like Buffalo Wild Wings, baby. You can check out everything. And we're going to have all the boxing events up there. Each week, you can check us out for the boxing events. We're going to do that. That's what I'm saying. We're going to open up this community and make this community the livest community in sports right here, bro. And only day one people are going to be moderators over there. And only the day one people are going to reap the benefits because we're going to put on the pay-per-view events. We're going to come out of pocket and put the pay-per-view events over there so y'all can watch the pay-per-view. I mean, if it's a PBC pay-per-view, make sure y'all still buy it on your own TV, support it. Even though you're going to come watch it over here, make sure you still support the PBC. Shout out to my brother Crush the Legend in the building. Shout out to the Melvin Air Podcast. We in the building. But yeah, even though we sitting there putting it on, make sure you support the PBC when they put the fights that you want to see online. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you support it. That's one thing I can say. But the rest of them motherfuckers, it's FSG Fire Stick Gang. We gang. And we going to put it up so y'all can watch it. So y'all don't got to pay for it. You feel me? Turkey a la sheep not getting a penny over here, baby. Not a penny. You know what I'm saying? But we going to do that because, you know, we a family. And ain't nothing like, and shout out to the Queen, DZ Sanchez in the building. And another thing, we a family over here, bro. So y'all, that's why I said the chat room is always open because Raina said something. Shout out to my brother J.A. Dixon in the building. Raina said something to me a couple weeks ago and it stuck with me. The other day when Just Do wasn't on and I was closing off, I think it was about 2 Fridays ago. She was talking about, yo, Upper, can you leave your chat open for a minute because we ain't got nowhere else to go. And I was like, what you mean, Raina? She was like, well, we ain't got nowhere to go because Just Do ain't coming on today. And I guess people come from me and go straight to Just Do. And y'all continue the end part of your day. But when she said that, I felt bad because it was my Shabbat. It was on a Friday. So it was my Shabbat. And I think Key had just finished one of her stories. But I had told her, I was like, look, I talked to you in the daggone I talked to you on the Instagram and I'll sit there and explain that to you. And I say, I understand y'all ain't got nowhere to talk and everything. So I say, well, look, we're gonna build this Discord up. So a lot of people just go to different people's chat rooms, people's channel, just to talk to your friends in the chat room. Well, we gonna have the chat room. It's already open now. If y'all been over there, you see it. The chat room is always open, so you can always kick it with your family, bro. Because we family over here. We ain't friends, we family. So you can always kick it. On the weekends, we're gonna make sure we got the rooms open so people can watch the videos. And we're gonna also put the sports betting in there. So if you like to gamble or such, you can get some tips on your parlays and everything. And one thing about it, if you're not part of AMC FSG, I'm not talking about y'all, I'm just talking about for future people that's coming in. The rooms that we have for the pay-per-view will be temporary rooms for these outsiders. If they ain't got a AMC pass, what we're gonna start putting on people's names, there's gonna be a pass over there. So if motherfucker ain't got that pass, then if they want to watch one of the AMC FSG pay-per-view events, then they're gonna either have to pay a surcharge of $5 to $10. I haven't got with GM yet, but they're gonna have to pay a surcharge because we're not giving away shit for free over here. You feel what I'm saying? Because we got to come out and pay for it. Then they going to have to pay for it too, especially when they ain't members and they not day one. That's just how we got to do that shit. And some people can say it ain't right. Some people can say it is right. But we coming out of our pocket doing this for y'all. You feel what I'm saying? This for the family. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gave us shit. We've been rocking since day one over here. So fuck everybody else. If they want to come be part of the family, before a motherfucker become a member of the family, I'm gonna make sure everybody over here agrees with it before we make anybody a member. You feel me? But shout out to everybody that's here. Zach B, salute, King, peace and blessings. But Malik Taylor, salute. So I accept y'all input and get with GM. He gonna make the moderators and stuff. I'm gonna let him assign the moderators and stuff over there. But salute to everybody. And like I said, if you want to support the grind, I just need 5 people today and really each day just to support the channel. Support what we got going on over here. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, especially my boy D1. He coming through in the Cash App with the $2 holler. My nigga D1 always come through. And D1, you better make sure you over there anyway, bro. And if you're not subscribed to D1, him and his angry white boys, then you missing out. Because he be doing his thug thistle. You feel me? This is the moment that y'all been waiting for. The ones that close the cities, cross oceans, get the meta going out, get the matador for the bull, get the motherfucking Bluetooth for the nigga going out to the date with his woman because it's about to be popping. And when I say popping, I'm talking about like hot grease when you put fish down in it or motherfucking hamburgers on a skillet. Yes, it is. It's that woman. It's Mrs. Key, Alexandria, coming through to grace us with her presence. Shout out, Queen.
Oh my
Shout
goodness.
the fuck out, Queen.
Hi, Upper.
And
Hi,
shout out
Upper.
to my brother Kawhi Elliott in the Cash App with the $1 make him say holla in the building.
Bud
He said,
fight been called up. I've been told you. Y'all don't listen to me. I told y'all. I said I heard that the talks was off. Who remember I said that? Who remember I said that?
"You said it, Queen. We
I
heard
said
you."
it was done. I said they were not negotiating. I said no. I didn't hear that. I heard that the fight was off. That they were not looking into negotiations. We're gonna get there because I swear to God, Canelo is the man. Canelo is the man. He is the only one that I know
He's the
have these type
cappuccino.
of conspiracy theories surrounding. We're gonna get there, but salute to everyone.
You
Thank you
know
guys for
what?
joining us
He's
on.
the he's the motherfucker. He's El Jefe. He's Caca de Toro. He is the big shit. He's the Grande Caca. Grande Caca. That mean he the big shit. He's Canelo. He's the motherfucking El Jefe, the boss.
Absolutely.
Call him Cartel Nello.
And we have some, breaking news with the Jake Paul and Canelo situation because that's still being worked out, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna let y'all know the whispers I'm hearing. But so anyways, happy Thursday. I hope my Midwest folks, especially us Chicago folks, we was in some ice, baby. I just seen 3 people fall today. Okay, well the ice is melted now, but it was my goodness. I don't know. What's that black ice is what really scared me. I was in the house all
Why gotta be
yesterday
black
weekend.
ice though?
Huh?
Why they make the dangerous ice black ice, but the good ice is white ice? You feel what I'm saying? Like
Lord,
why they sit there and subjugate the ice and make it black ice? Like black ice will trip you when you're not even paying attention. Like they always put a negative connotation on black.
thank you, Upper. Thank yes, absolutely. Thank you, Upper. But I nonetheless, that's the one I'm worried about. So anytime I hear ice, I'm in the house. But I want to thank you guys for joining us today. Hey, Kawhi, Melvin there, phenomenal. Yes, I did. I'm going to report on that too. Creo, thank you, phenomenal. Hey, Opulent. Hey, DZ girl. Hey, JA. Zach B in the building. All things my right hand. I saw the beautiful Queen Ashley's corner in here. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to my girl channel. Creo, what up? I hope you guys are doing well today. Thank you, Rod Walker. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into the housekeeping. Just a couple, just like 1 or 2 things, y'all. 1 or 2 things. First of all, congratulations are in order to I'm dedicating my portion of the show to Jimmy Butler. Y'all see his press? He had the silk press at the conference. That still take me out. But Jimmy Butler is
Oh,
officially with Golden State. Shout out to Jimmy Butler. Who would have thought?
he's
The
going to
Heat
Golden State.
Yes, the Heat said we not dealing with you no more. You
Oh
taking your
wow.
behind to the Golden City.
You know that was Step. Oh,
You
Step
take
got it. Step got
uh
some backup now.
yep. I take you. They like, look, you take you and your silk press to Golden State. We not dealing
Okay,
with you no more.
I'm gonna tell
Huh?
you what's crazy, right? You see, I know you've seen that commercial where it was Jimmy Butler and like two of his teammates, and they were standing there, and he had that press on his hair, and they was singing. It was singing some kind of damn song and shit, like, and his teammates couldn't suppress the laugh, like they was sitting there laughing. He was standing there. They was doing like a commercial. I know y'all seen that shit. Where it was Jimmy Butler. He was standing right there, and it was some white song playing.
I wouldn't be surprised. You gonna have to show me that, but I didn't even see because I love a good laugh. I can't believe they got him looking like that. I can't believe. I'm like, who the hell did his hair for? Who did? That's one of them Saturday night church combs. Where my queens at? That's one of them upper when the night before church and mama get the hot comb and gotta press your hair out and make you put the scarf on. You know what I'm saying? Upper like you better sleep with that scarf on. That's one of them type of blowouts that he had. One of them presses. That's a hot comb press he did. I don't know who told Jimmy. What happened? Fix what? I dropped my phone. What happened? Hey, salute to you, Thomas Hill, the GOAT. How you doing? But anyway, so shout out to these are some crazy trades that is going on. I'm gonna definitely keep it. Trading will be done today at 3 p.m. So tomorrow I will have the full list for y'all for the NBA on what happened. As we know, the most profound one was Luca um getting traded to the Lakers. That was absolutely crazy. Hey, Supreme Cam. But let's kick this off, man. Just a couple of housekeeping notes. Um that was going on with boxing. Anthony
Before you do that, King. Key, before you do that, I'm about to show you real quick. It's right here. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Key, his
My
teammates was
God.
like, bro, you got to keep on fucking kidding me, bro. Like,
Now who did that? And she gonna come over there and call me. That's what it is, Andy. That's that Saturday night. That's that Saturday night. That's that Saturday night before church. The hot comb treatment. What man? What my black and brown queens up in here who remember them nights, man? Y'all know what time it is. That's why, like, anytime people refer to Jimmy Butler, this is how I remember him with the silk press. But let's get to boxing with the
she had that nigga flayed, laid into the side, didn't she?
he had to swoop over the eye. My goodness, I can't believe it. I still can't
Shout out to
believe Jimmy
Brock
did
Howard
my
in the building.
Hey, Brock, good to see you, King. So, Oscar Duarte, as we all know, Regis Prograis is injured. He's on our injury list. He hurt his arm. So his
You know what?
replacement, yes.
Everybody fucking gets hurt when it's time to fight Duarte. Regis, motherfucking what's your boy name?
Sims, Kenneth Sims.
Get him Sims. Like Duarte's a fucking problem out here, people. Duarte got
Well,
these niggas scared.
Well, it's something because he's going against Miguel Madueno. Now we remember Madueno when he fought Keyshawn Davis, and it went 10 rounds, but that was a hard, Miguel is 31-3 with 28 KOs. Like he got some pop. So that's the one that Keyshawn schooled on him a little, like I would never say that he didn't win that fight. Of course he won that fight. But Madueno was that one that kept coming forward. He was live all throughout that ring, all 10 rounds. So that's who Oscar Duarte will be facing February 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, February 15th. On the Golden Boy card, if you are in California and you are not suffering any financial difficulties because of the fire, make sure you guys check out that fight. Okay. And I will be watching that up with this black ice comment. And then let's see. Do I have anything else? Do I have anything? No, let's get to the meat and potatoes, bro. Canelo upper. My goodness. My goodness. So I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I heard or last week that the fight was off. I heard that the communications, everything. Canelo wasn't stunting them.
Yeah,
Eddie
he was never
Reynoso
on.
Eddie Reynoso then comes out and does an interview and says everybody else's name but Bud Crawford. And then the following day, all of a sudden, you guys keep Turkey and them start putting out these posters of they've agreed to fight. Then it was they're fighting in Allegiant Stadium. And I'm like, why are they doing this? And I heard that Canelo was, look, y'all cannot make Canelo fight. We have known this for a long time about Canelo. You cannot
Yeah,
yes, Andy, that's the one before the Limos fight. You cannot okay, phenomenal. You cannot make Canelo fight, and you're not going to make him negotiate. He is in that table. He's in that stable. Now, Canelo wanted 9 figures. I told y'all that. Canelo wanted big money to fight for this fight. You say you got it. You want to put this on.
show
This is what
me.
I require. It is no different than what the PBC does for Canelo. It is
Exactly.
no different. So now here comes the conspiracy theories. One of the conspiracy theories, spearheaded by Rick Glazier, is that Canelo priced himself out. What say you guys? That's the first conspiracy. Did Canelo price himself out of the Bud Crawford fight? Upper chat.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Like it's been so eloquently brought to the attention. Bud Crawford only got a $1.5 million guarantee versus Madrimov and ended up making 2.5 million. So, Bud, you clown Tiafimo for him trying to get 2.6 million with Sabril Matias, but nigga, you're making peanuts. The only fight that you made money really like that was the Spence fight, and you was the B side. Canelo does not have to acquiesce to you, to Turkey, to nobody. And like I said, if you fight Canelo, you fight Canelo on his terms. You're not sending Canelo a contract. You're not dictating shit to Canelo. He told y'all last year he gets 80% of the concessions. If you sell a motherfucking beer at a Canelo fight and that shit is $10, $8 go to Canelo. And if you're trying to buy some liquor, you gotta buy Canelo's brand. He got his brand stocked up at the fight because he does sell spirits now. You're not about to tell Canelo what he can and can't make and how much he's worth. You can't put a price tag on Canelo Alvarez, especially in a fight. So he told you he wanted $150. You say you got it. Canelo not negotiating. This is, I tell you what you want. It's either yes or no. If it's a no on your end, then we're gonna move on. I can get this shit myself. I can do this shit my motherfucking self. You need me, not the other way around. And I'm here at the PBC where I've been taken care of since I left. So yeah, it's not happening. You want me? Call Al. Call
Now, yep, yep.
Al.
Talk your stuff, Upper, because we've been telling them. We were like, look, who are they to send anything, any type of stipulations to Canelo? It don't work that way. You're talking about a person. Peep game, y'all. This is how I knew that this was going to be hot water. Canelo re-signed his distribution company in Mexico last year in May. Who remembers that? Or in April.
You told
Yes.
us.
Yes, he re-signed that deal. He lets his he lets his country get his fights for free. Not to mention Canelo has opened up hospitals, all kind of stuff in Mexico. He has a huge stake in that. And guess who's going to make sure and ensure that that stake is going to continue to remain in place, and they're going to work around it, the PBC. Turkey is not going to be exactly. Turkey, when I heard that, and then that they're trying to now open up markets to boxing in Saudi Arabia and do this and do that, I knew it was going to be a lot of gray areas, a lot of tape surrounding that. Like, okay, how are you going to open up for his distribution company in Mexico? What about his concessions? You guys in Saudi Arabia only have 15 people at y'all fight. So then they said, okay, it's going to be in Vegas. All right, so you think that Canelo's going to want 3 promotional companies in his pocket? Himself, PBC, and Turkey? It just didn't make, like, for me, when I heard about it, I'm like, from a business aspect, Canelo's going to want to make money like he's been doing.
And
PBC is going to want to make money like they've been doing.
let me ask you a
Bringing
question.
in Turkey for what they don't need Turkey.
Let me
They
ask you a
told
question, Key. In Saudi
you.
Arabia, right? They're not allowed to drink and stuff like that, right? So his alcohol would not be getting sold at the fight, right?
Nope.
So he's losing off on revenue. If he has a fight over there, they're not even going to be allowed to sell the Canelo whiskey. So that's losing money because at a fight, people buy drinks. A lot of the money, people don't realize when you go to a club, most of the money is spent on drinks. When you go to a fight, money is spent on drinks. Like I got at the Spence fight, I got a cup of Patron up in that thing. That shit was $50, Key. It was $50 for like a mixed drink with Patron in it. So you telling me that you about to cut off Canelo's money? Because I know a couple $1 million is spent at a fight. So yeah, that's not. And yes, there go the Discord right there for everybody that's not subscribed to the Discord. GM, the Grandmaster of the Discord, is now putting it in there. So yeah,
Yes, I exactly, Upper, and that's when I said that they don't really need Turkey to make that fight. And when they kept pushing it, I said, okay, it must be a fight announcement. Remember, I said to y'all yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if they were only doing this because that Jake Paul and Canelo news just dropped. And then what happened? Less than 24 hours or less than 5 hours later, Canelo and Bud is off. Come on, bro. Like it was never on to begin with. So somebody asked in the chat, did Canelo duck that fight? No, he did not. It was never on paper. No signatures, no nothing. They were trying to have conversations when they went out there, and then Canelo stopped conversing with him. It was a done data. Like I told y'all a couple weeks ago,
All he
I
did was
heard
take some
that the
pictures.
exactly. All I heard was that Canelo said was done talking to him. He ain't want to talk to him no more. And then, like I told you guys, what would that do for Canelo to have two back-to-back exhibition fights when he can become 2 times undisputed? He can have an exit or a fight with Jake Paul, which is an exhibition fight. Let's keep it 105, and then get his belt back from William Skull. This is about to be the easiest money Canelo done made in a very long time.
And Key, who was the one that said that Canelo will be 2 times undisputed and will
You
get
did.
his belt back a year ago?
You did.
Exactly. And people cannot say he's ducking when he's going after his belt again. So even if William Skull is free candy, it's candy with a belt.
Now, the next conspiracy theory. So, some Rick Lazier said that he priced himself out. The next conspiracy theory is that Canelo
Yes,
is
yes,
Canelo.
millionaire. Key's gonna get to it in a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm gonna get to that one
Millionaire.
too. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that one too. Next thing that I'm hearing is that Canelo is the second conspiracy theory is that Canelo is Devo. He's a Devo. Okay. Canelo and Tank have similar thought process. Exactly. It's the disrespect and hubris from Turkey. Absolutely. And they don't need them.
That's the
I'm
problem.
telling y'all.
He thinks that he's so arrogant and entitled that he thinks that he can see. This is what it is. Oscar, Eddie, and all them been kissing his ass and everything. He's just like an entitled motherfucker, like used to it, like a female that's used to getting compliments, and when you don't give her compliments, she get mad. See, Turkey is used to motherfuckers kissing his ass and doing what he say, and now Tank and now and Canelo and Earl and them ain't doing it. Now he huffing and puffing and got his dress in a bunch, or his shoal. His shoal is bunching up.
Absolutely. But then, okay, what do you guys think that is Canelo acting a Devo? Is he the one that's being arrogant and wasted Turkey's time? Because that's what people are. That's the next conspiracy. What do you think about that, Upper?
I think Canelo is keeping with the damn protocol. He told you once before that no, he already explained everything to you. So if a person explains something to you and tells you something, and you assume something after he's done already told you from the get-go what it is. That's just like if you take a girl out on a date and she lets you know at the beginning of the date, you're not getting no ass. Now you know I'm just keeping it like this. And she, took her out to eat. You done bought her some good weed, some good drinks. Y'all done danced the night away. Y'all partied. Y'all done went to Nobu's. She done spent about 500. And then you get to the hotel room and she closed the door in your face. Now you tripping like, hey, what's going on, man? Like, she told you from the get-go you ain't getting no ass. That's you that thought you could change that person or try to make somebody come over to what you wanted. Canelo told you at the beginning what he want and what's going down. That's you that assume that you could change that person's mind or force that person's will to your own. That's your fault. Canelo did everything he said. Can't get mad about that.
Exactly. Third conspiracy theory, Upper in chat, is that Canelo does they some people feel as though Canelo's legacy has taken a hit because Bud Crawford would have been amazing on his resume. What do you in his legacy? Hey Desmond, what do you guys think? Has Canelo's
Well,
legacy taken a hit?
he brought a fighter up 3 weight classes to fight. Like, that's like saying that Mike Tyson, if he fights motherfucking damn That's like saying if Mike Tyson brings Canelo up and beats him, that's amazing for Mike Tyson. No, Bud Crawford is not even one. Bud Crawford hasn't won a fight at 160. He hasn't won a fight at 168. So how is that amazing for Canelo's legacy to bring a guy all the way up and then beat on him? That shit doesn't make no sense, and people don't even understand the shit that they're saying. Bud Crawford has not beat anybody in the top 10. He hasn't beat not one top 10 168 fighter. We already seen what happened when Canelo fought Jermell Charlo. The shit was lopsided. And Jermell Charlo was undisputed at 154. A weight class higher than what Bud was undisputed at. And we seen the mismatch. So no.
Okay, so then last conspiracy theory, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are saying that Canelo was scared because of the odds that were put out. It was pretty much 50-50 as me and Upper talked about the odds. I think it was about like 2 weeks ago, right? Upper, we was like, dang, they disrespecting Canelo. That's super disrespectful. It was a 50-50 fight. So many legends of the sport has came out and said that Bud Crawford beats Canelo. So is this Canelo getting cold feet? That's the conspiracy theory that Canelo got cold feet and decided to go elsewhere. What do you guys think about that?
I think you can't say that because they didn't bring the money that he asked for. Now, if Turkey would have brought the amount of money that Canelo asked for, and then Canelo turns it down, yeah, Canelo got cold feet. But you can't say a person got cold feet when you didn't even bring what was supposed to be there. That's like you ask a nigga for a brick. You know it's 40,000. You only bring 30, and you mad because he didn't give you the brick. You said if the nigga tried to shit you, no, you didn't bring all the money. Now, when you bring all the money and then he says no, then he ducks. Like you trying to force somebody into something, and because they don't acquiesce into what you trying to force them into, you can't force that to be a duck. Nigga, come with all the bread. What do you think?
I feel as though Key has Bud said no, Bud has been quiet, rightfully so. Hey Ramon, somebody asked why did it hey Cash Crypto. Somebody asked why did they only announce it yesterday? Well, I told you guys about this 2 weeks ago. I said it wasn't happening. But so I knew that it was some stuff in the sauce and the water. And then Phenomenal brought it to my attention that Allegiant Stadium was already packed, and I talked about that yesterday. Was already booked for that fight. I think because Creole because it was already out. The truth was already out. Allegiant Stadium was booked for that fight date. Number one. Number two, Jake Paul and Canelo with that announcement. I believe I wouldn't be surprised if Saudi got that phone call and was like, "You better stop this right now." You feel me? Like ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you better stop this. Stop putting it out. Because immediately after that Jake Paul news broke, what we get, salute to the general in the building, calculate. What happened? All of a sudden, the fight is off. I believe that's
They
a phone
returned my
call.
money. They returned my money back off DraftKings because when I seen the Bud and Canelo and I seen them odds, I put 250 on Canelo right then and there. They got the fighters off of the thing now, and they can return the money.
But I just want to remind y'all, we could talk about Canelo. Yes, we all want to see the Benavidez fight. Did he duck Benavidez? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no disrespect. I get it, DZ, because I know we got some Canelo fans up in here. But at the same time, one thing that I will not let people do, and this is why I'm bringing up these conspiracy theories so that we are all educated, which I know I don't have to educate y'all because you guys are the best chat in the dang on YouTube boxing sphere anyway. But one thing I want to remind y'all is that Canelo has been fighting professionally since he was 17 months old, Upper. Okay. Canelo has been in over 20 world title fights. Okay. The man is 62-2 for a reason. Everybody that they didn't threw at Canelo saying that they was going to beat him besides Bivol, Canelo has went out there, put hands and feet on them, and destroyed them. We are not going to come at this man's legacy because of a dang.
I was in the kitchen making me a bowl of cereal, man. I'm sitting right here with some damn cinnamon toast crunch. They talk about. I was in the kitchen.
Oh, hey to the beautiful Queen Barbara D, queen of these YouTube boxing streets. Salute, Queen. But yeah, we're not gonna act like that. So all of this outrage of the Canelo and Bud, first of all, that fight was never a goal to begin with.
Nope.
Turkey played that role, you know what I'm saying? And so I believe he got that phone call when they was like, you better calm this down, shut it down right now. And he immediately upper shut it down. But I feel bad for Turkey because Turkey need that money upper. I don't know how Turkey. You think them tickets for that Brian Garcia and Devin Haney fight gonna be so expensive? Turkey them need that money upper. What's gonna happen with Turkey?
Man, fuck Turkey.
He need that money, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, he need that money. Like they are
You
in the
about to see,
hole right now.
you about to see Eddie Hearns on OnlyFans because he told me he can do anything for him.
I don't think it was advisable, Mr. Pride. I think that it was never a fight to begin with. I think that they were probably talking about it, you know what I'm saying, going over the terms, verbal contracts. I don't think it was nothing solidified, written down. I think it was verbal, but I think that Turkey, he couldn't put up his weight like they wanted to. Not to mention, again,
Prince
what
wasn't
would
about to
that
give him
do?
all that money.
Yeah, the only people, I keep telling y'all, the only people that can have the type of cards, have the money back in it, and it makes sense, and they have been in the green for the past 4 and 5 years, is PBC.
PB
That's it.
motherfucker.
But now what's gonna happen to Turkey? Turkey need that money, y'all. What is gonna happen to Turkey?
Same thing that happened to Zone.
What? He gonna continue to lose money? He owned 13% of the zone.
He gonna keep going in the red. That's what's gonna happen
My
to Turkey.
man, he needed that money. Hey, GT Parker, but why would Turkey peep game, y'all? Hey, Windy City.
He better
Why
highlight Kendrick Lamar.
Windy,
Get
I hope
Kendrick.
you were safe this morning from the ice. I hope you're okay. What you say?
I said he better get Kendrick Lamar to perform a concert.
Right. Shut up, Upper. No,
Get
but look
K-Dot.
though. No, leave. He said they have been trying to throw everything but the kitchen sink at the PBC out loud, and the PBC is quietly big dog in the ish, and they're about to crank it up even more. Are we finna get there? Because it's absolutely insane. But what does this say about Peep Game Upper? Why would they put out a poster saying that they were going to fight in September, on September, was it the 3rd or the 13th, at Allegiant Stadium without looking at that stadium to ensure that it was open? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? They blew
You
this
want to tell
up.
me they was trying to do, Key?
What's up?
They was trying to do the old supply. They was trying to apply pressure. What they was trying to do, they was trying to put pressure on Canelo, get the fan base, and they thought the fans and everybody would call for that. Everybody would sit there and be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," and they thought they can back Canelo into a corner. Key. It was a classic. Excuse me. It was a classic technique. They was trying to motherfucking back Canelo into a corner. And you know how some fighters do when you got everybody sitting there screaming like, "Hey, hey, hey." And so now we don't sit there and put it out there. So now if you don't do it, then you scared, you a coward, you duck it. And they thought that they can get Canelo like that, but Canelo's a thick-skinned, thick-headed little motherfucker right there. Canelo don't give no fucks. He was born ready. Like Canelo said, I was born ready. Canelo say, look, fuck that. I didn't ask for that. I didn't sign up for that. But you could tell that's what they try to do though, Key. They tried to force Canelo hand, and it backfired. Sometimes you will force somebody's hand, and sometimes it don't work. And Canelo's the wrong motherfucker to do it with. They thought they was gonna force Canelo to fight in September, and Canelo like, I was born ready, and it's not about to happen. And still, family, I need 3 people to support either the PayPal or the Cash App. Support the grind. Can I get 3 more people to support the channel for the day, please? That's all
And
we need is 3 people. But yeah, they tried to force Canelo, and Canelo forced back. He said, "You ain't pay your way, homie."
well, I find it very interesting. Like you didn't even check the paperwork to it's a simple search. to ensure. If like Phenomenal was the one that brought that to my attention. And Windy City said he was like a figure skater this morning. Man, me too. I seen so many people fall this morning. Up of that ice was crucial. Do
Want
you
to
hear me?
record that shit, Key?
Man, I'm not finna record nobody because I don't want nobody to do it to me. Y'all know I'm clumsy. Lord Jesus, I want nobody to do that to me. My goodness, so many people was falling. It was crazy this morning, man. Just be happy that y'all don't live in the Midwest with this ice. It's crazy. Hey, Tay.
Exactly,
Bug.
Supreme Cam. Exactly. That nigga, y'all motherfuckers forget. Canelo ducked Benavidez in plain sight. You think he give a fuck
Absolutely.
about ducking Turkey a la Sheik and Bud? Fuck no.
He said once again, taking anything that the Ring magazine says is credible is where people effed up. I said it when Turkey brought the Ring magazine that he was going to be using that as his American mouthpiece. Absolutely phenomenal. Supreme Cam said this the same. Yeah, that Doug Benavidez in plain sight. He don't care. He don't care. Y'all got to understand that about Canelo. He don't care what y'all say. But guess what? His fans gonna show out. That
They
Berlanga
still
fight,
gonna come.
we don't like us. We were like, come on, Berlanga. But guess what? They had a Puerto Rico and Mexico watch party in the Bronx.
Still did
Yes, they did.
650,000 pay-per-views.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Y'all can say what y'all want, but
Hey, Key,
Canelo can dictate his terms.
Key. Berlanga was some ass. They still did 650,000 pay-per-views. Jaime Munguia was some bullshit. Still did over 500,000 pay-per-views. So motherfuckers say what the fuck they want to say, but Canelo fan base still gonna buy it.
Dang, Tay said I slipped into a puddle earlier trying to head out this morning. Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Hey, Mr. Altruistic.
Who just
Canelo walking around right now in silk pajamas laughing at everybody, and he finna get a suit. Man, look, let's get to Canelo. We done with Bud and Canelo. You got anything else, Upper?
Nah, that's it. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Altruistic in the building. Shalom, King. Shout out to the youngster Tay in the building.
So next up,
Exactly, J.A. Canelo walking around in his silk pajamas and every damn thing with
so
some
now
Gucci loafers. Keith Canelo walking around with silk pajamas and Gucci loafers right now. Talking about I was born ready. They won't pay day. He won't pay day. I know.
I will say this though, I would have preferred the Canelo versus Bud Crawford fight over the Jake Paul fight because Jake Paul is an exhibition fighter. I don't look at Jake Paul as really pushing the envelope for boxing at all, Upper and Chat. So
I
I would
want I
prefer
want
to.
Jake Paul because I want somebody to pay him back for what he did to Tyson. Damn it.
Yeah, me too. That too. I get that part. But on to the Canelo and Jake Paul. So they're
You
saying
know
that it is a
something
fight. What's up?
before you go to that right there. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this: don't think that Bud and Canelo is done. Don't think that the Bud and Canelo fight is over with. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because Al Heyman might circle back to that fight. So don't think that shit's over with, people. Do not think that that shit is over with because Al is that master chess man who might pull that motherfucker out the damn. He might pull it out the hat. Just remember I told y'all that. And like I said, I just need 3 more people to support in the Cash App or the PayPal this channel for today. Give me 3 people. But yeah, Key, just watch what I tell you. Al Heyman might pull this shit back out the hat, and that would be an ultimate finish him.
Absolutely. So next up with the Canelo and Jake Paul. So I know that they're saying that it's a done deal and everything else. I heard a whisper that it could potentially not yet because there is a disagreement about the terms for Jake Paul. I just heard this before I got on. You see, Jake Paul thinks that he is the A side. Upper,
Exactly.
yes, he thinks that he is the A side to this whole situation. He even posted a tweet saying that he's the A side against anybody. And I guess somebody should tell him that, well, okay, here's the thing. Is Jake Paul the A side to Canelo now that Jake Paul got 50 million viewers for the Netflix with Tyson?
You
And
know what?
it crashed Netflix, and the gate I heard was about 25 mil. What's
Actually,
up?
the gate was 18 million. And
Okay.
you know what's crazy? No, he's not the fucking A side because Jake Paul did what Esau always do. And you know, that's when they take a motherfucker's achievements and pass it off as their own. What they don't realize is if Mike Tyson had anybody credible in his ear, Mike Tyson would have got the $40 million and Jake Paul would have only got 20. Because people was not coming to see Jake Paul. They was coming to see Mike fucking Tyson. And people don't realize that Jake Paul does like they always do. They ride the coattail off of one of our kings and they make themselves look good. Because honestly, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones did a pay-per-view. It did over 1 million pay-per-view buys, if y'all don't remember. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones, that was over 1 million pay-per-view buys. And that means that Mike Tyson, 1 million pay-per-view buys at $80 a clip. That's $80 million just off the pay-per-views, not including the damn gate. You feel what I'm saying, Key? So if truth be told, that's 40 million a piece. But Mike Tyson was up 70-30 on Roy Jones. So that means that Mike Tyson and his team, they made about 60 million off of that Roy Jones pay-per-view. That's including the gate. So Mike Tyson could have told Jake Paul, I get 40 and you get 20. And Jake Paul would have had no choice but to acquiesce to Mike Tyson. Because if you do remember, Jake Paul had just fought Tommy Fury and got his ass whooped for $5 million. So if Mike Tyson would have did that, but no, Mike Tyson was probably high off them runts, and they talked Mike Tyson into the shit. Like, look, Mike, we give you 20 million. And Mike didn't think about what the other man was getting. He just thought about 20 million. And that's why I said Mike didn't have good people in his corner. Because if anything, Mike Tyson should have got an 80-20 split on Jake Paul because who gives a fuck about Jake Paul? Everybody came to see Iron Mike. And see, Jake Paul, he capitalized on that. But check this out, Jake. You're not going against Mike Tyson, a motherfucker that ain't got common sense. This Canelo Alvarez. And you're damn sure not the A side to Saul Canelo Alvarez. I don't give a fuck who you done fought. This is not Mike Tyson that you're talking to, who was a bigger star than you. So if you want to fight Canelo Alvarez, you're going to take B-side money for one. And for two, Canelo's not giving you more than a 70-30 split. And if you don't want to fight it, then fuck off. Who else you going to fight? Canelo has people lying around the block to fight him. He doesn't need you, Jake Paul. He doesn't. And when you get that shit in your head, just like motherfucking, you got you a gift like Terrence Crawford did versus Spence. Now you think you're on top of the fucking world. And Jake Paul has that Crawford mentality because Crawford got that motherfucking gift because Earl Spence let him get away with that shit. And now Crawford running around here like he's the best thing, the face of boxing. No, nigga, you got a gift. And Jake Paul, you got a gift. But one thing about gifts, you don't get them all the time. And Canelo's not giving you a bitch ass thing. And if you think you about to be the A side on Canelo Alvarez, then you got another fucking thing coming, dog. And shout out to my brother Brian the King Falcone in the cash out with the 222. And shout out to my brother Matthew Thomas in the cash out with the 50 piece of wings, man. Shout out to Matthew Thomas in the cash out with that 50 piece of wings with the dipping sauce. He put the extra dipping sauce on there. Appreciate you, King. And
Um,
Matthew Thomas, like I said, make sure you subscribe to the Discord. It's free for us, bro. It's free for all members of the AMC. It's
hey Marvin.
it's free for everybody in the AMC FSG group, and we're gonna be having all the and tell them, Key, we're gonna have all the shits in there.
Yes, we will have all the fights in there. Hey ABZ.
And if you like
Going,
racing, we're gonna have racing up in there. NASCAR.
but the thing is, but
What
the
you think
thing
about that, Key?
No, I don't want no I don't watch NASCAR.
No, I'm talking about what you think about him being the A side to fucking damn Canelo.
I think that it's a travesty. First of all, that Netflix special that he had with Tyson was free. Now, did they break the algorithms and all of that? Absolutely. They did with that. It was on everywhere. I told y'all I'm in Chicago. They had whole watch parties in the bars downtown. Like it was crazy what that fight did. And I think it's gonna be even bigger when Canelo and Jake Paul, if they were to meet in that ring in May or September.
But
But
you know it was free. You know
yeah,
when
it
it's
was
free,
free.
motherfuckers show up when it's free.
Exactly. So I'm concerned. One thing that I'm concerned about is, what is, like, to be honest, what is Jake Paul's um previous fights have done? I know he sells out good. I would never doubt that. But as
I
far as
just
his
told you.
previous fights, his pay-per-views,
When he
what?
fought Tommy Fury, him and Tommy Fury both walked away with 8 million. Well, he had 5 million guaranteed. He walked away with 8 million. So that's versus him and Tommy Fury when they was fighting for the whatchamacallit belt.
Um, for me, Canelo would be the A side over that, and he's gonna have to bow down to that real quick.
A
He's gonna have to
70-30. I feel like a 70-30 A side. Like Jake Paul's biggest payday was Mike Tyson. They
Not
said
to mention, Paul don't even have a belt. Remember, they're trying to, and this is what my
they
problem
keep trying
is.
to make him a belt.
Exactly, and that's where this is where I'm gonna get pissed off, because they were already talking about making Jake Paul a belt holder for the division, whatever division he decides, weight that he decides to come in at. They were trying to do that last year after the Tyson fight, and I called cap on that. Like, no, he needs to get it in the mud with the rest of these fighters. I am very consistent about that. So I think that they're just opening up another way, since they're about to give
They
Ryan
trying to give
Garcia
him
a
Bridgerweight. They
belt.
was trying to give him a Bridgerweight
Exactly.
belt too.
Exactly. So this can open up a way, because I mean, come on now. At Bridgeway, he'll have no competition. He'll be the cash, the A side to all those fighters and everything else. I think this is what they're
Ain't the
trying to
Bridgerweight
do.
guy calling out Wilder?
Which one? Who?
Wasn't it a guy that was calling out Wilder that's a Bridgerweight champion?
I'm not sure.
Because
Probably.
it's some dude that's telling Wilder to come down and fight him.
If this is on Netflix, Jake Paul is the A side. I doubt that it'll be on Netflix for this fight, GM.
Netflix is
But Jake,
free.
because Jake Paul has too many lawsuits lined up with Netflix right now. A lot of people sued after that Tyson fight. So I'm not sure, unless they got that rectified. I don't think it'll be on Netflix. I can't see it. Now, I could be wrong. We'll know more details in the next coming few days and weeks. I'm pretty sure that we will. This is about to set the boxing world on blaze. And not to mention, like I said before, the biggest thing that they have right now for marketing is the political climate. You have white men banging on the Hispanic population right now, and all all black and brown people right now. So, but right now, for some odd reason, the magnifying glass is on the Hispanic population and on demographics. So this would be, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to tap into that. And y'all know
Oh,
Jake Paul can get very, very disrespectful. Look at what he did to Tyson. So this
okay.
is, if it
I
was to
got
happen, let it happen. What's up, Upper?
okay. When he fought Tyron Woodley, right? He did when he got the split decision on Woodley, that did 300,000 pay-per-view buys. When he fought Tommy Fury, it did 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Only 200,000 pay-per-view buys versus Tommy Fury, Key. 200,000 pay-per-view buys versus Tommy Fury. He was supposed to fight Rockman when he fought Anderson Silver. When he fought Anderson Silver, that right there, he only did 190,000 buys, and it says Fury beat Paul.
Hmm.
Okay, Paul versus Diaz did 800,000. No, hold on. It says it was scheduled. He say Paul exited negotiation. Okay, he opted out of negotiation. So before the Tyson fight, out of 6 Jake Paul pay-per-views, he did 1.6 million in 6 pay-per-views, Key.
Oh,
So
you need to go sit down somewhere.
so his biggest one, hold on, his pay-per-view bouts. My bad. I got it right here. They had the wrong thing. All right, when he fought Askren, it did 500,000 buys, right? It did 500,000 buys on Triller. Now these pay per views aren't $60 pay per views, okay? So Woodley did 500,000 buys. So the whole total fight did 25 million. It did 25 million, 25 million. When he fought Woodley, he did it on Showtime Part 2. It did 200,000 buys. And that did 11 million on the fight. When he fought Silva, it did 300,000, and that did 17 million revenue. This is the whole revenue. When he fought Fury, it did 800,000 buys on ESPN Plus, which gave the fight $38 million. It did $38 million with 800,000 buys on ESPN Plus. When he fought Diaz on Ready for War, it did 450,000 on the Zone and ESPN Plus, which was 27,000. And his fight versus somebody named Perry, it only did 68,000 pay per view buys. 68,000. Then that's when he went to Mike Tyson after the Perry fight. So Jake Paul, out of his whole career, he's done 152 million in pay per view dollars. 152 million in all the pay per view buys. Right there. So that's decent. So 27, 25. So he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 pay-per-views that did 152 million pay-per-view buys. So that's around 20 million a fight. So that's around 20 million a fight, which is pretty good. That's pretty good actually. But David and David just did more than that. You feel what I'm saying?
I
David,
was just about to say that with those numbers, that's really good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
it's
at the
really
same
good.
time, Canelo did all of that in 2 years, 2 fights, two.
Yeah, Canelo. Yeah, I was about to say Canelo did that in 2 fights. But what I'm saying is it's pretty good. But Jake Paul also his marketing, even though he's doing 500, 600,000, they're not doing $80 pay per views as well. Plus, he's marketing it on a different platform. He got the YouTube backing it. He got everything backing it. But one thing I can say, you can't sleep on them numbers. Those are pretty good numbers right there. He's averaging 20 million pay-per-view per fight. So I respect that right there, but still, when you're doing 20 million you're doing 20 million a pay-per-view, that's pretty decent, right? I mean, that's pretty good. Most boxers ain't doing that right there. You feel what
No,
I'm saying? But
salute to
David, yes,
QKC, salute King.
salute to the OG KQKC in the building. Salute to that dude named Dave too. But one thing I can say about this as well, though, yes, you doing that, but Canelo, check this out. Canelo, his pay per view he did with Floyd Mayweather, it did $2.2 million buys, right? 2.2 million. The revenue for that one fight was 150 million. When Canelo fought Anguilo, that did 350,000 pay per view buys. The revenue was 20 million. He fought Arislandi Lara, did 300,000. That's 18 million. He fought Miguel Cotto, 900,000. It did 58 million. He fought Amir Khan, 600,000, 30 million. He fought Callum Smith, 20 million. He fought Chavez. That shit did 80 million. It did a million pay-per-view buys. The revenue was 80 million, right? Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin. It did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys, Key. and the revenue was 110 million. Now look, this is crazy. He did 1.3 million and the revenue was 110 million. You hear that, Key?
Mm-hmm.
But then he fought Gennady Golovkin Part 2. It only did 1.1 million. But the revenue for that's 120 million. So it did 10 million more in revenue, but did 200,000 less. Then he fought Caleb Plant on Showtime, did 800,000 pay-per-view buys, 64 million. 64 million in revenue. He fought Bivol, 520, 36 million. He fought Golovkin, the trilogy. It did 550,000 pay-per-views. It did 80 million, right? He fought John Ryder. Now this is Canelo versus John Ryder, Key. He did
Yeah, I think that was 500. Wasn't it 500,000?
450,000 and it still did 29,250,000.
Mm.
Canelo versus Charlo, 700,000. It did 59,500,000. Canelo versus Jaime Munguia.
That's why Charlo took a break. He like, look, Charlo like, look, I need about a year off.
Yeah, that's 500,000 away from 60 million. Canelo versus Jaime Munguia. It only did 560,000, but it did 50,400,000. He did 50,400,000 with Jaime Munguia. Canelo is getting goddamn change. Like now look, remember I showed you that Jake Paul out of his pay-per-views, he did 152 million, right?
Yes.
Canelo has done out of his pay-per-views total sales 925,050,000.
Oh, Jake, you gotta stop, Jake. You gotta stop, Jake. You was
Canelo
not the
is
A side over Canelo.
Canelo is $75 million away from $1 billion.
No, KQ, I'm saying though, like, no disrespect to the Charlo brother, but I'm just saying, like, I'll take a break too. 59 mil? I'm walking away
Now
from
KQ,
15,
OG
20.
KQ. She's saying that Charlo and Canelo made 59,500,000. They basically made 60 million in that fight. And no, that's the pay-per-view revenue. The total revenue for the Charlo fight with Canelo is 87 million, Key. That's what the gate.
Man, I'll take a year off too. Go ahead, Charlo. I don't want to hear nothing else
Canelo and
about
Charlo
Charlo
did
chilling.
Canelo and Charlo did 59,500,000 in pay-per-views. And they said with the gate and concessions, the fight totaled at 87 million. So with the gate and concessions, that was another 38 million.
Exactly. Canelo, Charlo, I get it.
Well,
Charlo
no,
take
it
your
was 28 million. It was 28
Charlo,
million.
Charlo walked away with some
No,
money.
the gate and the concessions was 28 million. Because the gate was like 24 million plus about 5 million for concessions. So yeah, that's $87 million. Shit. If I was Charlo, I wouldn't even come back to boxing. Shit.
Right. You ain't got a reason to. They made some money.
They made some cash rules, everything around me. Cream get the money, $100 bills, y'all.
Oh my goodness. So yes, Jake Paul, you are not the A side over Canelo, honey. That's not happening. That's not happening. But I will say this, and I get it, because Rick Tim, salute to the king. 327 is in the building. Mr. Pride, I see what y'all are saying. Like, oh my God, Zach B. They're upset. We got to talk about Jake Paul and Canelo. This isn't even a real fight, and da da da. I get it. But I have to remind y'all, if this fight comes to fruition, which I think it will, this fight right here, Upper, like me and Upper has
What is
continued.
DZ talking about in Mexico? You talking about him and Honey Munguia was in Mexico?
No, him and John Ryder was in Mexico. She was saying like they made that in Mexico.
Yeah, they made that money in Mexico, so shit.
Exactly. So the thing is, If Canelo and Jake Paul was to get in the ring, I want y'all to know this. Unfortunately, this will be the biggest fight in boxing in probably the past 2 to 5 years. Do not be surprised because this is a casuals fan friendly fight. This the talks of Jake Paul and Canelo in 48 hours has tripled, quadrupled the talks, the impressions of a Baterviev versus Bivol fight. Y'all get that?
One thing that
Y'all
they
get
gotta realize and people need to understand, right? I just showed y'all, no matter who Canelo fights, he's gonna have a base of 500,000 fans. 500,000 people are gonna buy the pay-per-view regardless. We just went to his lowest one. 500,000 is gonna come out no matter who he fights against. Even if it's John Ryder in Mexico, he's gonna get at least 500,000. Now, if you put a name to that, Canelo could easily break the millions. He showed you. Hell, with Caleb Plant, he did 800,000. With Triple G, he did over a million twice. Almost did a million the third time when they both was when Triple G was old and damn beat up. So Canelo is the cash cow when he comes out to play. Hell,
it.
matter of
GM
fact,
said this will be the most stolen fight in history. I beg to differ. I don't think
shout out
so.
to my brother Alan Sostain, my VPN Lieutenant General in the building.
Even if it's stolen, guess what? It's still gonna crack a mill.
The most stolen fight in history has to be Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. They said that I think they said that over 60 million people stole that fight. That's what they said, and that shit still did like 800,000, but that shit got stolen by everybody. But yeah,
Canelo beats the bigger Jake than he do Bud. I think Canelo beats both of them. Rick Tim's no disrespect, but as
I
far
hope
as
he is. Like if he fights Jake Paul, I hope he give it to him for Tyson. Like give him the business. But Jake Paul, that shows his arrogance to think that motherfucking damn Jake Paul would think that he could ever be the A side to a Canelo. Like I said, Mike Tyson gave up his power because Tyson must didn't look and see what Jake was getting. Because if I was Mike Tyson, Jake would have got 20 million and I would have got the motherfucking 40 million. Because ain't nobody come to see you, Jake. If you go back and look at history, Mike Tyson is one of the, I think he's number 2 all time for motherfucking damn getting money. I think Floyd Mayweather's the only person that has more pay-per-views than Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Tyson could have easily commanded that right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like easily. So that's the shit that gets me. And that's why I said they always do our people like that. And our people don't even realize what they do. Like when the motherfuckers be sitting there doing that shit. And shout out to my brother GT Parker in the PayPal with the $5 holler, bro. Appreciate you, King. And I appreciate everybody that supported in the Cash App and the PayPal. You know, it's greatly appreciated, man. I'm glad y'all looking out for the show. And like I said, make sure all of y'all sign up for the Discord. Cause like I say, we started a movement, baby. But like I said, Mike Tyson, he was duped. And that's what always happens to our people. Like we don't realize our power. Like Mike Tyson didn't realize that everybody was coming to see him, not Jake Paul. Like he gave away his A-side power. Like Tyson, you was the man. If you said that if he didn't realize like when the fight was in trouble, you see how they was trying to do everything to get Tyson. Come on, Tyson, you can do this. Oh, Tyson, you're banging all this. Like Tyson, they're making all this because they know without you is no fight. It is no fight without you, Tyson. And you sat there and gave that motherfucker this goddamn, you gave him the spotlight. You gave him everything, dog. You didn't have to give that son of a bitch shit. And that's the shit that pisses me off right there, because Jake Paul just basically stole a legacy from Mike Tyson. He stole his legacy from Mike Tyson. And just the way Bud stole from Errol, Jake stole from Tyson. But just like Bud is not gonna steal from Canelo, Jake not about to steal from Canelo. Like everybody get a free steal and then think they about to come at Canelo. Canelo like nigga, y'all got me fucked all the way up. Bud and Earl. I mean no, Bud and Jake. Y'all both gonna have to bend the motherfucking knee because Canelo is not playing that shit, dog. And
Right. I think
shout out to my VPN lieutenant Alan Sostain in the motherfucking PayPal with I mean not the PayPal, the Cash App with the 5-piece chicken McNuggets with the extra honey barbecue sauce. Appreciate you, King.
well, I think that stop and running and ducking. What I duck from A1 Salute King. What I duck from this time. Y'all just
Zone in the building.
I always get cussed out. Tyson has been controlled, lifelong misfits. He's gonna be himself regardless, real as they come. Yeah, if Heyman is involved in the talks, we know Canelo is gonna get it all. Absolutely. That's why and I'm hearing so there's a lot of confusion. Some people are saying Netflix. I heard that Canelo re-signed with the PBC. I'm not sure if they're gonna do a Netflix special for this one. I think and salute to Teach.
Amazon Prime special.
I think that I wouldn't be surprised if it's Amazon Prime special. I wouldn't be surprised. And they could make a profit off of this. I mean, I know it's an exhibition style fight. I'm tired of Jake Paul. I hope Canelo's able to knock him out. But at the same time, y'all know, like I know, that this is one of the biggest fights in boxing as far as financial business. Both of them two dudes will be able to walk away for the rest of their life. That's how big this fight is gonna be.
I
You can
understand that, Miss
stamp
Barbara D. And I said that. And it was Earl's fault and it was Tyson's fault. Neither one of them had to give in, but they both did. You feel what I'm saying? Tyson didn't realize that he was the A side because Tyson's so used to people getting over on him and he needs people around him. Like, they should never let that shit go down like that. Like, they let Jake Paul steal a win and made it a real win, too. That's what pissed me off. It wasn't an exhibition win. They gave him a real win on his damn, you know. Yeah, frequent. We know Irv Gotti passed away, bro. I found out from 50 Cent. But
Oh
yeah,
yes, rest in peace. Oh, and salute to
but
shoot,
you know, he
Big
had
Ray.
problems when he was on Drink Champs. He was talking about it, about his diabetes and strokes and shit. He was talking about it on Drink Champs, and he still was drinking.
A1, you are funny. Yes, rest in peace to Irv Gotti, man. 54 years old. Supposedly suffered a stroke. And passed away. Peace and blessings to his family, man. I pray that God give them the comfort that they need in this time. I couldn't imagine. And he was one of the pioneers of hip hop. I listened to Down for You yesterday with Ja Rule, Vita, Charlie Baltimore, Shanti. Oh man, memories.
You know something?
Um,
People
hmm.
don't realize it about Irv Gotti Key. But that nigga Irv Gotti got a lot of hits that people don't even know when he was under that other name DJ something because that damn Can I Live on Jay-Z's song, he made that song, he made DMX first CD, It's Dark as Hell is Hot. Like he made a lot of them tracks. Like people I found out because I was watching Rare Breed Entertainment and he was sitting there going down the list of all Irv Gotti's accomplishments early, like under that DJ name. Irv Gotti produced a lot of fucking songs before he became Irv Gotti. I forgot the other name he was under, but he created a lot of songs for Jay-Z and all them in the early days. Like even that damn song where DMX came at Ja Rule. Irv Gotti produced that shit. And he even asked Ja Rule before he pushed it out, like, look, DMX just attacked you on this track. And Ja Rule gave him the green light because he was pissed off, but Irv produced that track. Irv Gotti was a hell of a producer. I didn't even know he was that good back then. I knew he was straight with Murder Inc., but I didn't know that was him back in the day producing all those tracks for the Locks, DMX, for Jay-Z, for Memphis Bleak. Like, all they hot tracks, Irv Gotti produced them.
Absolutely. Rest in peace to that king, man. Salute Picasso. Now that we got Canelo and Bud and Jake Paul out the way, what is next for Bud Crawford, Upper? So let's look at the
Sitting
154
there looking
division.
stupid. You're gonna be sitting there looking stupid. You
So
stupid over there.
Bud is the WBA champion and he is the WBO interim champion. So here's the rankings. We got Yonis Tales. We got I don't think he's gonna want to run it back with Madrimov. Lubin already has a fight. There's Vito Melnicki. Jesus Ramos just got done fighting, and he's gonna be on the upcoming PBC tournament if I'm not mistaken. You have Charles Conwell. You have Xander Zayas. Woo! You have Josh Kelly, Shordell Booker, or do he fight Bakram Murtialev? Bakram. Who do y'all want him to fight? What's next for Bud Crawford?
Well, I would love to see him fight Baccarat, but he's not gonna do it.
You
He's
don't
not
think
going.
so?
Hell nah, Bud ain't about to get in there with Baccarat. Baccarat's a 140, a 154 pound fighter that would get in Bud shit. Bud will probably go after damn somebody like Xander Zayas or like I don't know. Bud versus Virgil would be a good fight, but who knows with Bud? Bud might go ahead and retire. You
I
feel
don't think he
me?
should retire. Now he is coming off of an injury. So I think, huh?
I say either that or Bud's about to cross the line to the PBC and say, "Hey, I understand. I know I'm the B side. Let me fight Canelo."
Oh
And
my
then
goodness.
no key. See you see what I said? Oh my God! Listen,
Okay.
everybody that Bud versus Canelo fight has gained traction. It has gained traction. A lot of people have talked about it. Now it can be done on Canelo's side of the street. Like, look, Turkey couldn't get me to fight. I know you run with Al Heyman. Hey, look, can you and Al make this shit happen? And you know Al, he gonna pop his collar once or twice. He gonna pull his Cuban cigar out. He gonna have Santa Cruz, Leo Santa Cruz gonna come out there with the cigar cutter. He gonna cut it, and motherfucking damn Tank Davis gonna light the cigar, and he's gonna be like, "Now, Bud, you come to me once with the spits, then you leave me. Now you come back and you're telling me you need a favor. Now with this favor, I'm not gonna do you a lot of favors. I'm not gonna play you a lot of games, but I'm gonna give you Canelo for this price right here, and that's my final offer." And Bud's gonna say, "Thank you, Alson. Thank you, Mr. Al. I will accept it. No games." And then we're gonna get Bud versus Canelo, and that's probably gonna be Bud's last fight when he goes to sleep. But this is what's gonna happen. Bud's gonna come to Al now. Y'all remember Apex the guy up at Echelon told y'all this first. Bud is gonna go to Al Heyman. He's gonna bend the knee. He's gonna make Turkey mad because he see Turkey a la shit can't make the sandwiches, and he got all the sandwich meat, but can't make the motherfucking sandwiches. He's gonna go to motherfucking Al, and he's gonna go to Al. I know KQ. I'm just trying to say he's gonna go to Al Heyman, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, Al, you see people talking about me and Canelo. Can we get it going?" And Al gonna call Canelo like, "Look, throw him a bone, Canelo," and Canelo gonna be like, "All right. You want payday? You want payday? I know, but I give you payday. I give you payday. We do it in Vegas. You get this set price, no back end. I give you 10, and that's it. And this is what's gonna happen. And Bud's gonna end his career getting flatlined by Canelo and getting 8 figures. And Canelo's getting everything else. He's getting the money off distribution, off of all that, and about his liquor getting sold, and 80% of concession stands. And everybody's happy. I'm telling you. KQKC, you my witness. Y'all all heard it. Bud will cross the line, bend the knee to Al to fight Canelo. Straight like that. And that's an upper exclusive. He won't pay.
Well,
He wants payday.
you know another fight though that I don't be surprised too. And I do want to put this. I know I don't want to go back to the Canelo situation, but just real quick, I read to you guys three reports, if y'all recall, of Canelo discussing retirement. Don't be surprised if his last hurrah is David Benavidez. Don't be surprised about that.
It won't.
I think that Bud is still in a play, but I think it's going to be something. Let's get to the PBC tournaments and the 4-year deal that Spence is being offered with the PBC, because I wouldn't be surprised if we get them to Bud and Spence battle it out maybe again, or the Canelo sweepstakes for one of those two fighters. So it is being reported and rumored that Amazon Prime has extended an offer to Earl Spence for a 4-fight deal, and that with this deal, it'll probably more than likely start in the summer. As we know, he was supposed to fight Fundora back in March, but Earl said he'll come back when he's ready, right? And not to mention the sanctioning body start doing that Fugazi stuff. So I'm hearing, like I told you guys 2 weeks ago, that there's supposed to be a 154 tournament. Remember, up where I brought that up, where we're supposed to have everyone from Bohachuk. What was the other one? It was Bohachuk, um, Madrimov. Um, it
You
was
got
Bohachuk, Madrimov.
Basketball, Virgil Ortiz.
Yep.
Um, what's the other nigga name? Bovichuk, Basketball, Ortiz, Vito Belnicki, Ramos, Erickson Lubin. Um,
Everybody, yes, they have to win their fights. So, Jesus Ramos checked his off. Erickson Lubin got the one coming up. That's the IBF Eliminator. That's
you
from
got
Boxing.
Virgil Ortiz and Bovichuk.
Yeah.
Virgil Ortiz and Bovichuk. It was Majimov and Bakaram. Bakaram sitting there waiting, and you got Charlo versus somebody.
So basically, what
And
I'm hearing
Fundora.
is
You said Fundora versus somebody.
right. So what I'm hearing, the whispers that I'm hearing, is that they're kicking that off. The Earl Spence card is supposed to be in the summertime. More than likely, we'll have one of the Charlo brothers on it, and that they will be having Spence will fight that card, possibly one of the winners of that 4-man, that 154 tournament that they're putting together, that they're trying to right now. And then his third fight and fourth fight is being very, very swept, like kept underneath the rug. Okay, but he got to get through them first two fights. Okay, whether it's the one that he has in the summer, the 4-man tournament in the summer, early fall, he got to get through one of those. So I did hear that Earl Spence is on a deal though, and that he should be making his return early summer or in the summer, probably like a June, July-ish date. Seems to be done with boxing. I don't think so, GT Parker.
Actually, shout out to the beautiful Queen Raina and GT Park. I'm glad you said that, but in the words of my man Phenomenal and Fanon, they just reported earlier today that Amazon Prime is working on a $200 million deal with Earl the True Spence for I think 4 fights. I gotta look more into it, but Phenomenal had just told me I gotta look at Fanon's, but I'm gonna do some research. But shout out to my man Phenomenal Show. He brought that to my attention. He was talking about Earl's supposed to be coming back with a 4-fight deal for $200 million, I think. I haven't done the research on it, but this is what I'm hearing. Matter of fact, Phenomenal. Do you mind explaining to us why you right here, Mr. Phenomenal?
He
Phenomenal's
says,
right here.
"Hey, Raina, I heard Laura versus Spence at 160. Spence could move up to 160, but
Well,
okay,
Spence is supposed to be at 160. Floyd Mayweather told us that Spence should have been at either 160 or 168 anyway. People don't realize Earl Spence before the Sean Porter fight, before the Mikey Garcia fight, Earl Spence was well over 190. He had to lose 40 pounds in the training camps. That's why he didn't have no strength and conditioning. He had to have fat camps because Earl Spence blows up. He's a big boy. The man was going against Hassan Rahman Jr. And he's a heavyweight. And him and Spence was sparring against each other. And Rahman Jr. used to have to wear body protection gear because Earl Spence would crush him into the body. And no, it won't be another 2 year layoff. That dude named David is supposed to be this year. He's supposed to be getting his body well together, but
If he does go to 160,
you just cheesecake and just can't stop thinking about your boy. Oh shit. Okay, A1, I might have to get one of them Revis cheesecakes then.
if it is, my God, if it is, if he does come back at 160, don't be surprised if Earl goes on a dominating spree. If, like I said, that he's added to that Canelo sweepstakes, do not be surprised about that, y'all.
And Earl Spence versus Canelo Alvarez was once the biggest fight in boxing because they said that Earl and Canelo would do 2 million easily. And Earl was the winner. Earl versus Danny Garcia broke the gate record that year. He passed Canelo Alvarez. And if Earl can get back in shape, him and Canelo have the same dimensions. Earl Spence as that weight, Earl Spence hits harder than people understand. Like people don't realize that Earl Spence, his body, he had to retract his power and his shots because he was weight drained, shrinking down to 147. But that's where all the money was at. So Earl had to do what he had to do. But people don't realize Earl was a big guy. The nigga knocked Adrian Broner ass out in sparring. Like in 16 ounces of headgear, Adrian Broner was standing up there asleep from a shot that Earl Spence collided him with. You know what I'm saying? Like the man is powerful. And that's why Earl, if y'all ever paid attention to the interview, Earl would tell y'all that 50% of me is better than 100% of these other fighters. Because Earl knew when he was shrinking down in weight, he could never give y'all 100% because, weight draining somebody, you're not going to get your full output. And you can see that when Chad Dawson fought Andre Ward. Chad Dawson was out of it. Like he couldn't generate no power, nothing. And Andre Ward got the win off awesome Chad Dawson. That's why a lot of fighters, whenever they shrink down, they're a lot weaker. That's why I feel like Devin Haney. I'm not saying he's weak, but I feel like the way he shrinks down in weight, he's missing a lot of his power because he's shrinking down. So when he's shrinking down, his muscles are not able to work at 100% because they're dehydrated. But I don't really know about that snack shit. Snack has some shit that we don't really know about that they're looking into. So I can't really say the same about people that's on snack because snack has some properties and some stuff that they're looking into now because that's something different. Snack is very different right there. It changes the game up, honestly.
somebody said, I think it was for a phenomenal show, said it's a 4-fight deal, $200 million. First two fight tune-ups, the last two will be big fights. Again, don't be surprised if one of those is a Canelo sweepstakes. They were talking about it before. But in Spence fought. Hey, let's see how Spence look. But let's see if Earl accepts. You got Earl Spence being Canelo. No, I don't think any if you're not that weight and fought at that weight, it's gonna be hard to be someone that's been there for a long
I
time.
think honestly, I feel like if Earl can get like 3 fights in and Canelo's his fourth fight, I think and if he can look back the way he used to look, I think it'll be a good fight. I would say 50-50, but that's if Earl comes back and he's in the swing of things and he can get it done and we see how he looks in 3 good fights. Like if he comes back and he beats Anna's, and if he say like he come back and he fight Laura, he beats Laura, and then say like he beats Janabek, and you know he's looking like the old Spence, or he's looking even better because he's at a different weight. Then yeah, him and Canelo will be a hell of a fight, and that shit will break the bank. It'll do more than Jake Paul, and it'll do more than Jake Paul and Canelo because people forget that Earl Spence is still and will be the big fish, the cash cow. Like PBC got all the cash cows. They got Spence, they got Canelo, they have Tank, and now they got El Bendejo El Rejas or Bandera Rojas, the red bandana, the Mexican monster. And they got another future one in David Morrell, whose stock has just went up as well. So you know, especially if David Morrell needs to fight either Buatsi or Anthony Yard, and that right there, exactly, Zach B. Oh, that whole boy, Shalom King. Peace and blessings to you, my brother. Hope everything is well with you, pimping.
Hey, ho boy. That is kept under wraps about his trainer, J.A. Dixon. I have no idea who Errol Spence trainer is still. I know he was around a few trainers, but I'm not sure if he made one of them his home yet. And I will say that will be the tall tale of everything to see how he does without Derek James. He's been with Derek James forever. 160 is prep for 168. Exactly, Rob Walker. And he could pull what Jamal Charlo did. Jamal Charlo came in at 164 for the Jose Benavidez fight. Needs to take a couple tune-ups, but honestly, Earl needs to fight Keith Thurman. Well, Thurman got to handle business. Thurman has two. Thurman got that Australian boy
He
in
better hope
Australia
that
to beat.
Australian boy don't beat his ass.
And Thurman also got Tim Zoo in the summer. That's what I'm saying. It's all these 154 tournaments. If all of them got to check it off. Erickson Lubin got to check his off. Thurman got to check his off. Tim Zoo got to check his off. Everybody got to check theirs off before these big fights in the summer and the fall. Who would have thought that Tim Zoo would have got ran over the way he did a few months ago? Who would have freaking thought the way, like Upper? Who would have thought another person that messed up the bag? Munguia. Who would have thought Munguia would have got ran over like that, Upper? And now look at what they got to do at 168. He didn't threw it all off. He got Berlanga in the freaking running. Do y'all understand that? I'm trying to get us from not having to see Berlanga and Canelo part 2. Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all hear me?
Yes.
I'm trying to get that from happening. Berlanga's uncomfortable right now. That's why he talking so much. Need to be yelled at for his life. Who, Dave? What do you oh Lord, y'all leave. Shout out to Boxing Hacker Man. Y'all leave him alone. Pay Derek his money. I'm pretty sure that has gotten settled. If not, I'm gonna let them handle. We wasn't in the gym with them. We don't know what happened. But if he is owed, if he does owe Derek James's money, pay Derek James's money. I agree. Hey, you Lubin, you are you asking who is Lubin fighting? Lubin is fighting Ardell Holmes for the IBF Eliminator. That will be probably in April or May. They just did the purse bid. It was a 60-40 split in favor of Lubin. So we should be seeing him soon.
Who said they owe money?
You said Earl is stubborn. He's not fighting Thurman. He does. I'll be shocked. Well, Thurman got some heat coming his way. So Thurman got to get his got to win 2 back-to-back fights. Like he has to win those fights. Like Thurman is do or die right now. Tim Zoo is on do or die right now. Who else? Who else is do or die? Probably Madrimov if Virgil Ortiz stop. You know what?
Madrimov is done. Madrimov is basically done.
Upper, if Virgil Ortiz dominates Madrimov, should we be pushing for Virgil Ortiz versus Bud Crawford?
I've been said that because they was talking shit, talking about he ducked Bud. So I feel like that's the next fight. Since you're not getting Canelo, Bud, why don't you go ahead and you invert Bud versus Virgil could sell because Virgil Ortiz could sell. and they have somewhat of a fucking history. If they take it to Texas, Bud versus Virgil Ortiz would do at least 200,000 buys just off Virgil Ortiz. And then the fact that Bud is coming, I think that sells, Keith. I think Bud versus Virgil Ortiz will sell. You got undefeated, undisputed Bud Crawford, two weight class undisputed, three weight class champion. Hold on, 135. Yeah, three weight class champion going against Virgil Ortiz. Yeah, I think
Um, yeah, I think
it
yeah.
does more than Matchmoff. It does more than Bud versus Matchmoff without Eminem. I think it does. I think no,
Oh wow.
honestly, Keith, I think Virgil versus because both of them are knockout artists. If Virgil Ortiz destroys Matchmoff, if he just matter of fact, let
Yeah.
me look at something real quick. Hold on one second, Key. I'm about to look at Boba Chuck and Virgil real quick. Hold on.
Um. Okay. While you, I'm gonna answer Terrell's. He said, "Who would be Earl's best comeback fight?" Fundora.
Thurman would be.
That's why I was
Thurman would be.
Thurman. Thurman is Thurman is in hell and
Oh,
high
I
water
know. I'm
right
just
now.
saying his best would be Thurman though, but
Yeah, yeah. If Thurman was back, but I think as far as right now go, Fundora. I really wanted that
I
fight.
do
I
too
think
because
that was
that
a really good
bullshit
singles
Fundora
matchup.
said about spending somebody he come to 147 and beat him. Like yeah, Boba Chuck.
Or what about Charles Conwell for Spence? You think Charles Conwell would take that
He
fight? Charles
would take
Conwell
it.
is top 10 in every sanction by almost
Yeah,
every.
it would be a good fight if he took it, but he wouldn't.
It felt good to yell at his stupid A this morning. Willie, who y'all yell at, Dave? Um, Lord Jesus, the Bud fans need Madrimov to look good against Virgil. The way that Virgil is in there, B Dog, salute King. The way that Virgil is looking, and I know that's just hitting body bags and sparring and all of that, but Virgil, I ain't gonna stunt to
He's
y'all. I'm
looking
gonna be like
good. He's
105.
looking good.
This is the best I've seen Virgil look in a long time. Virgil
And
look
he's
good,
looking
y'all.
strong, people. Strong.
Earl versus Charlo is a big
That's the
fight. Yes,
biggest
that's a
fight.
really good
That's
fight.
I
Earl
don't think
versus
that's something he come back off of. Nope. That ain't nothing you just come back out the what's him call it and fight. Hell no.
Jamel Charlo is I mean, it'll be an equal playing field, though. Jamel Charlo been out the same amount of time that Earl. Earl had injuries. Jamel Charlo had injuries.
Yeah.
Shoot, it'll be an even playing field, Upper.
Yep. And they know so much about each other. Shit.
I don't see why they wouldn't be able to get it in. Damn, Tim Zoo done messed up the bag. God, Lee. Dang, Zoo.
Man.
Jesus Ramos got his get back, and Tim Zoo just had to go and
Ramos
fumble.
ain't get motherfucker Lubin yet.
Well, Lubin denied that fight, Upper. Deserve everything he got this month. Okay, I have to catch the replay. I didn't know. But you know what? I respect Boxing Hacker though. I will always he gonna hit that link. Okay, Boxing Hacker gonna hit that link and come up there and talk to you. You feel me? Like that's one thing I could say about Boxing Hacker. I don't got to worry about Boxing Hacker being in the comments talking
Well,
stuff. He gonna say what he say.
Sergey Bovachuk and Virgil Ortiz. You know that they headlined, right? You hear me?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They had a motherfucking do you know they had a damn $1.8 million gate?
Mm.
$1.8 million gate. And it wasn't even pay-per-view. You feel me?
Another person. Yeah, I hear you.
So Sergey Hovachuk and Virgil Ortiz had $1.1 million gate, $1.8 million gate on a fight that wasn't pay per view. So I'm thinking he should do at least 150 pay-per-view buys by himself. Now add that with a little Bud Crawford. I think Virgil Ortiz and Bud Crawford do at least 200 to 250 in pay-per-view sales, Ski.
No, that'd be a good. I think that's a really good
Yeah, I'm
fight.
just saying because Mazarmov and Bud did what? Like I said, Bud got 1.5 guaranteed, and he got another million, so he got 2.5 in total. So
Y'all
he
are going in on him,
so
Lord.
he got 2.5 in total. That means on his back end, he only had enough on the back end to give him a $1 million bonus. So if he only got a $1 million bonus off the back end, so that means Bud and Mazarmov did under 150,000. Key, they did under 150,000.
Which it makes sense why Bud wants to chase Canelo so bad.
Yeah. So honestly, if we being for real about the situation, he's not a real bad man. Like that's what makes it so funny about him clowning Tio about Tio being offered a 2.6 million to fight Sabril Matias. And Tio like, I'm not gonna sell nothing extra, so I'm not gonna get them bonuses. But shit, Tio, 2.6 million, that's more than Bud got with his bonuses on his last fight. Like Tio, 2.6, you've never seen nothing like that, dog. Like, take that shit to fight Matias. But Bud was sitting there picking, talking about how you call yourself a superstar and you only getting 2.6 million. But Bud, you only got 1.5 guaranteed, you got an extra million on top of that. So Big Dre salute. So how are you picking at this man if he's getting 100,000 more than you got with your guaranteed and your back end? Like the fuck? Like I don't get that. Like some people need to think about the shit that they say before they fucking type it or say it on the internet, Keith. Like he
Mhm.
picked on Tio. Remember he picked on Tio talking about 2.6 million?
But I will say this though, Upper. Tio was cloud chasing Bud Crawford now, because you know dang on well
Okay.
Tio cannot knock out no Bud Crawford. He don't even have half the skills as Bud. He was cloud chasing Bud now.
I understand that, but Bud talking about how you claiming to be a superstar when you only getting 2.6 million. And I'm like, well, Bud, you got a 1.5 guarantee and you only got 2.5 for the whole fight. This man is getting offered a 2.6 guarantee with incentives on there. You feel what I'm saying? So, regardless of his number or his incentives, just by stepping in the ring, he's gonna make 100,000 more than you without even throwing a punch. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So, who is they saying is the bigger superstar than Bud?
Well, maybe he
Just off
also
that
from a
demographic right
financial.
there, Keith. But Keith, just off that demographic what I just gave you, who would be considered the bigger superstar? Just off that
But it
payment
could
right there.
also be a reverse of like, okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. How are you trying to say that that's a mega fight with you if that's all that you're bringing in and offering is 2.6? That wouldn't make sense for Bud to do. He only wants a 9-figure, 8-figure payday. He won't be able to make that money with a TO. You know what I'm
No,
saying? So I get it from that perspective too. Like, who are you to call me out and we ain't gonna make no money
no,
together? Like, what are you
that's not
doing?
what I'm saying. He was picking on Tio and Matias. He was telling Tio that you're not a superstar. You're only getting 2.6 million and you're crying about it. But this is what I'm saying. Even though Tio is only getting 2.6 to fight Matias, but you can't say that he's not a superstar because you only got 1.5 to fight Mazarmov plus $1 million incentive. So Tio is making 100,000 more than you with your incentive before he even throws a punch. with the incentives, Tio can make up to $4 million or more versus Matias because they said if it goes over 80,000 pay per views, then they said anything after 80,000 pay per views is a 50-50 split on the pay per views after it goes over 80,000. So if Tio happens to do, say, like he does 180,000 pay per views, they take away 80,000 to pay for it, and off that last 100,000 pay per views, it'd be split 50-50. So Tio, say like it does 180,000. Because Matias sold 80,000 in Puerto Rico in his pay per view. But if they do 100, let's say 180,000, get an 80,000 back to the promoters to pay for the guarantee. So that's 100,000 divided in half. That's $4 million more for Tio. So Tio can actually make about 6.6 million. And then Bud really be looking like shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't say he's a scrub when he's making more change than you before he even throws a punch. That's what I'm saying. Like, people, they be talking shit, but they don't be paying attention. And the funny thing about it, Tio clowned himself because he posted the damn contract talking about they only trying to give me such and such. And like he said, they know I'm not gonna sell. That's why they trying to put it in Las Vegas and such and such and such and such. But even though they posted that, Tio, and you posted the contract, like, look, you dumb shit. They're giving you 2.6 million out the gate. You've never got that type of payday yet. So anyway, like, these motherfuckers is stupid. Tio is stupid, and then Bud got in there and showed how stupid he was. They both were stupid, Key, basically.
Oh my goodness. I still feel as though Terrell said check your Cash App upper. I still feel as though that Tio was clout chasing just a little bit on
Oh yeah, Tio's always clout chasing. We know this.
he needs new advisors. I don't know what Bud Crawford needs because he has all the skills in the world. I don't know what
He
it's
just
gonna
needs
be.
to go here and retire. He's done got he got his bag with Earl. He got his payday. It don't get no better than that. The rest of it is down here. He got his climax. The rest of it is over with.
Um don't follow your no. Oh my God, Brian, the king of the chat. They all clout chase. Yeah. More some than others. I'm seeing what Tio was doing. He was definitely clout chasing Bud, Boots, Tank, and it was somebody else that he was calling out. Now it looks like
Say what? He
I
was
said Tio
calling
was
out.
definitely
He called out Bud, Tank, Boots, Devin, and it was Devin, Boots, Bud,
Ryan
Tank,
Garcia.
and Ryan and Josh Norman, or Brian Norman. I keep calling him Josh Norman. And
But
shout out to my brother Terrell W in the Cash App with the $5. Make them say holla, pimping and pimping in the building. Appreciate you, King. Shout out to everybody that's supported the grind and everybody that's supporting the grind. Make sure y'all are signed up to the Discord because you know we can talk all day long on the Discord. It's a never ending conversation over there, and we building it up to something nice. But y'all make sure y'all sign up there. Be locked in with the family. That way we locked in 24 hours a day. And you know, we can always stay in contact with one another. Even when the show's off, you know, it's still going.
he said, but why do they put a guarantee on a contract? Because they know you don't sell a guaranteed piece of ish. That's all it is. Hey, if you want me to take a dump in a box and mark it guaranteed, I will. Dang, Rod, log out. When your
Hey,
paycheck
Rod, I
is,
guarantee I could put one in the damn box for their ass too. Guaranteed bullshit.
oh my God. Let's just see how this stuff continue to play out. We're all watching the Jake Paul and Canelo fight phenomenon just turn out. Let's see what Errol is going to bring to the table. I really wish he would have got that Fundora fight. But everybody is on the chopping block, man.
Well,
Even Errol Spence. Errol got to win that fight.
I'm not gonna lie. I always pay for a PBC fight and everything. But if PBC do Canelo versus Jake Paul, I'm just letting you know now. This be the first PBC fight they get the stick put on it. PBC versus Jake
Hey Justin,
Paul.
yes, Rob, love him.
You say what, Key? I'm just letting you
I
know
was
if
saying hey
Jake
Justin.
Paul, I was about to say if Jake Paul and Canelo do a fight on PBC, I'm just letting you know it's gonna be the first fight on PBC that the FSG gets put down on the Al Heyman card. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting everybody know ahead of time so y'all won't say, damn, Upper, what this come from? I let y'all know ahead of time because I don't respect the colonizer Jake Paul and I hate the way he did some of my people. So I'm gonna try to affect his revenue if I can. Well, he not getting my change. That's all.
I completely understand it. I don't know that this was way left. Like, good God Almighty, we were talking about Jamal Charlo and Billy. We looking at that. Who would have thought freaking Jake Paul?
Well, you know, Canelo been trying to get one of them exhibitions ever since Floyd did the damn Conor McGregor. Hell, remember Canelo was trying to fight Conor McGregor. Like Canelo's been trying to get an exhibition fight his whole fucking career, kid. If you remember, anytime somebody was out there, Canelo's like, "I'll fight you. I'll fight you." You know, Canelo been trying to get an exhibition in there. So you
I know,
know,
but I wonder what the weight is going to be. That's interesting. That is very
Canelo, man, this fight so mismatched. Canelo probably tell that nigga, "You can weigh what you want to weigh, nigga. It don't even matter. You can
yeah.
weigh what you want."
I don't think Jake Paul has any type of skills for Canelo. And watch
Exactly.
this, watch the betting odds be 50-50. That's gonna piss me off.
Ain't no goddamn way. Vegas is about winning money. They are not going. That shit gonna be 800 and something negative to down plus 1,300.
It's gonna be horrible. Horrible. 175 has to be. Hopefully it is. Jake Paul came in weighing on the Tyson fight over 190. So let's see what he does. And y'all already know Canelo gonna weigh what he gonna weigh. You know what I'm saying? There's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But for the conversation of who is the A side that Jake Paul is now arguing on social media about,
Walking
it would
salute.
be Canelo. It would
Salute my brother Justin Hawkins in the building.
it would definitely be Canelo. I'm hoping that we get to hear what Bud has next in the 154 division. I would hope that he does a unification bout. But I will say when Jamel Charlo gets back, and if Jamel Charlo looks good, 154 is lit. If we can get Jamel, if Earl comes back at 154, or if he goes to 160, which you know what, 160 wouldn't be bad for Spence though.
It'll be great for Spence, but you know what I'm laughing about, though, Key?
Hmm.
You remember how Bud did Spence? Like everybody was waiting on Spence and Bud. Like after the Ugas fight, Bud was like, "Yeah, we can get it in." You know, like Earl was like, "Nigga, Bud, I'm coming to whoop that ass. I'm trying to take that belt." Remember that shit? And
Mm-hmm.
remember Bud was just sitting around and he played the little game with Spence and then still made him wait another year and everything and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it kind of funny how Bud was sitting around waiting on Canelo? Now Canelo done told him like, "Nah, not right now." it's like it's like Canelo did Bud. Like Bud been sitting around waiting on Canelo all this time, and now Canelo like, "Nah, not right now." It's like Canelo basically did Bud how Bud did Spence. Like Canelo, he fielded other fights now while Bud's sitting there waiting. Bud ain't had a fight yet. So, you know, Bud was sitting there waiting all patiently, thinking he had a fight lined up for September. Now Canelo told him, "Nah, not right now. I'm about to get me a David Aronesian fight in." So now Bud gotta scramble to try to get him a fight now, kind of like the way Bud did Spence. So Bud ain't gonna be able to find a fight because he ain't trying to fuck up the Canelo bag, right? So now Bud about to just sit around and watch. And to Canelo finally say, "Okay, bud, I'm gonna spin the block on your ass now." So it's just funny how Karma's a motherfucker, and now Bud's just sitting there waiting on Canelo to spin the block for him and stuff. You know, because Canelo is the clear ace out of that shit. Bud can do but sit there and wait. And then if Bud happens to take a fight and Canelo just decides to say, "Well, look, Bud, I'm ready," and Bud already in negotiations with somebody else, then he misses his turn. Like this shit funny as hell, kid. It's like Karma at his best right now. I guess
Yeah,
that's
it is.
a funny sense of humor because I find this shit funny as shit.
No, it is. It's definitely the car is definitely karma. It's looking like that. Maybe Al Heyman is messing with Bud through Canelo.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about. Like, yeah, you remember how you kept making us wait and shit, but now you ain't gonna get you a tune up in.
No, Bud needs a tune up. He's coming off of an injury. I stand on that. Bud needs a
Oh, I'm
tune
talking
up.
about Canelo and Al Heyman ain't gonna let him get a tune up like Ernie get a tune up.
I wonder if I wonder who can Bud come back and fight. Bud should just go ahead and fight Bakaram or Jamel Charlo.
and then
Jamel
when he
Charlo's a
lose,
WBA
and
in
then when he
recess.
lose,
Fight him.
then it's no Canelo fight.
Again, what the NBA calls a veteran minimum. Dang. Dang. Nah, I'm not hoping that on Bud. I hope he's still because like I said, the man is talented. The man is skilled. He's a pound for pound fighter.
But
Bud,
you know he's a
Bud got
snake though.
hands now.
But he's a snake though. He's a snake, and you know snakes is still snakes, and they get what they deserve in the end.
Oh, J.A. said Bud ain't her key. He's cycling. Lord Jesus.
I
Lord,
thought
y'all
so too. I just didn't want to say nothing.
log out. We don't have concrete proof. Let's see what these investigations lead to. Let's see what these talks, everything that's going on. Let's see that like this is a lot of fighter lives in jeopardy. Y'all have no idea. Hey Lee, it's a lot of lives in jeopardy, man. I pray. I'm hoping that this is not the case. But we gonna see. In the
We
words
gonna
of Drake,
see.
we gonna see. But that's all I got for you guys today. Upper, you got anything?
Oh nah, man, it's just been a funny show today. Did you look at what I sent you, Suki? We'll talk
Uh,
about it after the show. I'm just asking, did you look at it?
yeah.
Okay, okay. If y'all want to know what we talking about, we put it in the Discord. But peace and blessings to everybody. I'm glad everybody that came through, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody that supported the chat, that supported the channel, that supported the grind. Y'all don't understand, but y'all contributions are damn greatly appreciated, bro. Like I really can't tell you how much we appreciate your contributions to the channel. And like I said, that's why we're putting it back in on the Discord, you know, making this shit where we can all chill, have fun. You know, I might pop in on the Discord in a little bit or later on today, check out, see who's there. But peace and bless to everybody out there, man. Y'all keep your head up, y'all hold it down. Um, shit, that's about it, man. This nigga named Apex the God is, you know, out.
Thank you guys for coming through. Tomorrow we have to talk about this weekend's fight card. Yes, we have one. We have one on Pro Box, and it's another one being and I already know y'all gonna cuss me out about these two because y'all don't care, and especially since Lester Martinez is officially out. So that was one of the big names that was fighting. But I'm still gonna call it. Y'all
Hey, we
already
getting a
know.
murder mystery tomorrow, man.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's all I want to know.
So let's definitely tune in for that tomorrow. And I just want to remind y'all that these were the fights. This is from Brunch Box, and I saved this because this was absolutely hilarious. But these were the fights so far that Turkey has announced that were finalized or that were close, and they were never close. Manny Pacquiao versus Conor Benn, Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda, Beck the Bully versus Lester Martinez, Boots versus Virgil Ortiz, Pitbull Cruz versus Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez versus Africa, And now added to that list, Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford. Turkey, stop it. You are causing confusion and disruption in boxing with announcing these premature fights that have not been signed or not being taken seriously by the fighters. They're still in talking phases. So you're putting out a lot of confusion, and you could pay heavily for that. All right, because people are not going to believe it until they see these fighters walking down the ring in my phenomenal voice. Okay, so yes, B Dog, it's the same fight. He injured. No, he's sick. Lester Martinez is sick. Yeah, shout out to Jimmy Butler, man. I think it's a 2-year, like $100 million deal or something. Man, I know, right? His perm is super wild, but I want to thank you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna give y'all the fight cards for this weekend. But y'all already know next weekend is what really, like, we really finna be in here for the Keyshawn Davis and everything. Those have huge implications. But I don't know. Yeah, J.A. Dixon, I heard that too. That they are under investigation at Victor Conte. We'll see. Let's see how this go out. But salute to Whole Boy. It was always good to see you. Dave, my Chicago brother. Salute King, Windy City. The beautiful Queens was in the building from Ashley's Corner to the beautiful Barbara D. Thank you guys. KQKC was in the building. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to his channel and Ashley's. Shout out to J.A. Dixon, GM, my boy D1 who is at work. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to Dave's channel too. And who else? All Things, my right-hand man, Brian, the king of the chat, Terrell, Tay, Rob Walker, A1 was in the building. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Y'all always come through. All Things, my right hand. Anybody that I missed, my apology. DZ Sanchez. But I will be back tomorrow. And as
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike and guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fight. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat bullet for dinner. 5.0, eat him up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple off straight go. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really